Yo, Chicky, I was thinking of that the other day. Was it today? I was thinking of like, I remember I used to cry a lot, but I don't cry anymore. Huh? When was the last time you cried, man? Maybe at the funeral, but I remember when I was a lighting, but didn't you ever cry for a girl break your heart?
Hey, bro, I've noticed, no? Like, ever since I become a father, I cry more.
You cry a lot. I keep my cry in me.
I don't know why. So, like, if I ever see something, so I was watching the last season. I started watching the last season of Snowfall, and then like in the very first episode, this grandpa come home, and the small lady is sitting outside on the step, and his father never came home from the night before, and then they go and look, and then the police is there, there's dead bodies everywhere, and the police is keeping the grandfather away, and then the lady go there to the body that's covered up, and she see a body that's laying there, but she's wearing a bracelet with her name on it, man. Hey bro, as my child, I switch it off, I stop watching. I'm not watching Snowfall anymore. I refuse.
I got a confession to make.
Why are you chunking so much?
Nah, but you must. It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the soul. Yeah. The thing is, like movies, I'm like a rock, bruh. I'm like solid like a rock, bruh. Movies, nah, it doesn't get me going. It doesn't matter what type of movie it is. But the animations, bruh. Yo, the animations got me, bruh. Moana, Frozen, my bro. Yo, then I start crying, my bro. I don't know why.
Nah, I keep it in me, but I remember like when I was like maybe like maybe your heart get broken and you're like cry, but I think it maybe started then and maybe I tried to keep my cry in. Remember it? Then you like look up like that, like you look up almost like you're not gonna to prevent the cry.
Don't you cry after sex?
I used to.
You need to have that to cry.
I keep my cry in, man. I think like maybe my heart get broken or something. Maybe for your kids, yeah, for some stuff for the kids that I cry for. Nah, I did cry. I cried the last time when I was on holiday with my kids, but that is like for that type of stuff.
What made you cry?
You saw elephant.
Nah, this is a beautiful moment. Like we were all like sitting by the table, like for breakfast, and everybody was eating their breakfast. They were happy. And I was like playing it, and there was like a Beatles song playing.
This brother's life is a movie, man. Honestly,
There's a Beatles song playing. I can't remember the Beatles song.
Yesterday.
Not yesterday. Okay. Like it's a good song. Like
Never Walk Alone.
Nah, that's a worse song, man. That's a funeral song. I always say.
Is that the Beatles?
But anyway, I was just thinking about crying. Like people didn't cry anymore. Or I don't know.
Question:
we keep our emotions in or some shit.
Do you cry in front of your wife?
I did already, yes.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
What's your view on that? Is it just?
I don't know, yeah. I heard like if a man cries in front of a woman is a sign of weakness or something like that. I heard it been said. I don't know if Andrew Tate said it some kind of I don't know if I read it in his scriptures while I was while I was doing the studies, you know.
The alpha.
So like the argument around that is if a man cries in front of a woman, then the woman will think less of him as a man.
Yeah.
Right? Now I wanna
That's the argument.
I wanna flip that concept and I say one day you get to heaven.
Indeed.
And you see Jesus in heaven.
Indeed.
And it's a party, but Jesus is dancing with no rhythm.
But how does that equate to the other man?
Now, would you think less of Jesus then?
Firstly, I think you can break it down.
He then gave us step up 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And he turned water into wine. But
The miracles are not in question, but the bra can't dance. Like you get there and he's dancing like.
But bro, these men make some dope treffers, man. Bro. I told you I like the gospel treffers. That get me jamming. Even it can't be gospel treffers. I'm feeling it.
Nah, but you're crazy.
So Jesus must be having a. He got rhythm. Jesus can so hard.
If you're talking about Joel music in Jesus times, Jesus wasn't dancing to Hillsong.
Bruh, they got other type of that spiritual numbers, but it's still dope, man.
Jesus was by mekaar with Havana Gila, bro.
But it is still, it's still quiet, bruh.
Desert, bro. Have you ever breakdance in the desert?
That's where they learned how to windmill, because you can't keep your back long on the sand, bro. You must.
I'm just saying that Hillsong treffers is good, man, bro.
So,
Spirit, Yo, and I'm
Nah,
put
that
it
gets
in
you,
me,
that
bro.
gets you,
Yeah,
like-
that made me cry.
Yeah,
Coming. No, that's the shit that made me cry.
I cry for movies
Feel
a
it,
lot,
bro.
though. Like,
Is
I
it?
was watching this
All
one.
genres, all genres.
But bro, I don't matter what I watch, it was like sad,
Emotional.
got me, man, bro. I was watching this thing about the Super Bowl and with Kurt Warner or something. I don't know what it was.
Sports kak.
I was liquor, bro.
You think a sports documentary?
UFC,
Coach
MMA
Carter.
documentary.
Yeah, remember the Titans?
I don't know about
I
basketball. Remember the Titans was good.
Yes, emotional.
Bro, are they not gonna block us?
Hey bro, they didn't block us. This is the number,
It's a
man.
game, man, bro.
Just play this over the soundtrack of your life.
Nah,
I
that's
don't
just
care
fun.
what they say.
Listen,
man.
I don't wanna be a rope or anything, but at my funeral you play that first, nah? Then hit them up.
At your funeral, I'm playing strictly R. Kelly.
You play that number first, and then you just let them with the first.
I want a
note.
bagpipe. Bagpipes. I want that in my funeral. That is
Bagpipe shows and bagpipe.
This man's playing the sitar.
You having a Turkish funeral, brother?
Yo. So like I was saying earlier, if for those who haven't joined us before, welcome to the Content Cowboys. Yeah, man. Who are the Content Cowboys? Yeah, we get together once a month and we talk local current events. We cover lots of men's health issues and stuff like that, since that's a big one that always comes to the forefront. And we just look at the world from a different point of view, man. I mean, we all ex-comedians or current comedians or something like that. And I think people that tend to try to tell jokes have a unique way of looking at the world. So we're just giving you a unique way of looking at the world. Like, So yeah, don't take it too serious by some of the stuff. Like some of the stuff that gets said on here.
It's just chill.
Yeah,
But also, it's not. Take it serious. I dare you.
But it's joke. But it's not serious.
It's June, guys.
Yeah,
like
what's
half
happening?
the year is gone
Gone,
already.
bruh.
You know, and you know what month it is now. Like June. You know, June is like what month?
16
why-
So
days
like,
of-
so like, yeah, so
Isn't
like,
it
so
16 days of activism?
May is like Mother's Month, Women's Month, and then February is the month of love. June is
Youth Day and Father's Day.
and Pride Month.
Pride, man.
Pride Month.
Pride
What's
month.
that?
Ooh, you're gonna get into serious trouble because you didn't know that.
I forgot.
It is-
Serious trouble.
It is Pride
What is
Month.
Rainbow Month?
So that at the moment, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that is basically the narrative of the month so far.
Yeah, it's corporate, man.
Pride.
It's
Pride
weird. We
Month.
just had we had Brett Heron in from Good Party just before this podcast, and he's the Good is like the party that's for the queers, the gays, and they're the ones that paint the crossings. But the mense are like just up for me, like stiff just for it. Paint it black. You can't handle it.
Like here's
it's
the
a
thing,
rainbow.
right? Yes.
Yeah, because it's a rainbow. Yeah.
Nah, it looks
Paint
more
it black.
It looks more beautiful if it's a rainbow, like, and it doesn't bother me really.
I don't care.
Now you see that's.
Because you woke, man. The proper woke.
What do you mean? It doesn't bother me.
I'm
man.
wide
No, but-
awake.
You one of the woke people.
It doesn't bother me.
Sleep
like-
at night. And
You
the
see,
day-
you see, the thing is, like, you must choose your battles, man. And I think that things get like misconstrued a lot. Like there is problems that we have that people have with woke culture and the word woke and all that type of things, where people get over. We've spoken
Overzealous.
about it.
No, they hijack the
Spoken
word,
about-
man.
Yeah,
They hijack the word, man.
Where people get where they overstep the line. Where Caitlyn Jenner becomes Woman of the Year. That's an overstep. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's woke, man.
First
That
time.
is
This
that
first
is a
time.
No, that part of the woke part, the
we
word.
don't agree. We don't agree with
No,
that.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
but look, I don't know if you check. I'm gonna look for the one that I shared on my Facebook page, where the word comes from. The I think it's Marcus Garvey.
Woke.
The true term was a black term, was a struggle term, and
That term got hijacked. I'm sorry, brother.
yes, it obviously got hard. What's his name? What's her name? Erika Badu.
Yeah.
She brought it into the mainstream with the track in the mid 2000s.
Yes.
But then it like Bill Burr said, white people overheard somebody said, "No, I'm woke." But it meant the struggle of black people.
Yeah.
And then they hijacked the struggle, just like the white females hijacked the struggle, because now they somehow was oppressed. Like No fucking way. You weren't the press, but anyway, just geef het maar wel.
Yeah, you see people, I spoke about this earlier. Sometimes we go off on a change and we don't mean these type of things. It's all a joke. It's us.
No, we
But
ate
also,
we ate
you
white,
have to-
we ate white for females.
we are
But you have to.
It's been emotional.
We don't hate nobody. I think hate
I'm
is a very
joking,
strong.
I'm joking, I'm
I think
joking.
hate is a very strong word.
We despise them.
Yeah, who?
No, I'm joking.
Who hates who? Who hates who in this day and age? Man?
I ISCOM, the leading party, the ward councillors of the leading party,
Inflation, the weather.
Yo,
the
petrol
weather.
prices.
So you just mentioned politicians basically.
Yes, I hate that the
he's
most.
against the regime.
I'm against
the
the
resistance.
regime,
He's
All
fighting the
politicians or
resistance.
some
I
politicians?
hate all politicians because they're all useless. What else do I hate?
How come? Why is it that people at people
Manchester
at
City.
I hate Manchester City.
I actually hate the fans.
why is it that people in power want power? Like, why do people why do they want to be in charge and stuff like that?
Watching so many documentaries lately on power, and it's like,
There's a hunger for it.
it's ridiculous how people will kill each other for stuff, bro. What does it boil down to? Like money?
Is it money?
I think it's control. It
Power,
boils down to
Definitely.
control.
I agree with you on that one because there's a
Control.
series, there's a reality series on Netflix. And I can't even remember what it's called now, but it's like Survivor, right? But they drop mensen in Alaska. Like heavy Alaska around grizzly bears, stuff like that. So now you need to group off. They drop you off as 16 people, and you need to group off into 4 groups of 4.
That's wild.
And you must split. And then there's like challenges, these challenges and stuff. And like the only way that there's no elimination. The only way you can be eliminated is if you choose to leave. But you can't win as a single person. You can only win as a team. So when it
What
gets
constitutes a team? How many people?
so at two,
Two.
you
Two
can't-
or
yeah,
more is
you
a
must
team.
you must be more than one person.
Okay,
in a
I
team.
get you.
But you see, like eventually, because there's no other rules to the game.
That's mad.
The
bro.
only rule
But
is
now I haven't
survive.
watched this. Now let's just say, is it safe to say that the older person or people are kind of like frowned upon, depending on the knowledge they have?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because the weakness is weak. If you're
Yeah.
physically not strong, then you are shunned upon.
Yeah.
Right? And the stronger person, whether it be male or female, I'm going to assume it's a male, is the one that is kind of going towards, because you can either fish or you can hunt or you can build shelter, and then that's like the vibe you're drawn towards.
So the finale of it is 2 teams need to hike you like on this moerselong hike to the finish line basically. So when they tell you at this time, you'll see a flag go up in the air.
And you
Your
must
camp
fight.
is here. Your camp is here. You both need to get to this point. The first team to get there wins the money, and you split the money between however many team members you are.
Oh, that's actually
And
a
the
dope
one, so the
concept.
one team is 3 guys, and the other team is 2 females. But the crooked shit that 2 females did to get to that point, bruh! Like Lord of the Flies, kak, where they went raiding men's camps and stealing their stuff, cutting holes in their
love
tents
it.
and the shelters and everything because the rain falls in, you
love
get
it.
wet, you can't get warm. They steal your fire making equipment because there's no rules.
that's mad. So they realize they can't physically trap you, so they have to sabotage you.
It was the women that did that, my bro.
Yo, that is wild.
I love that. Crazy.
But
Spell me Eve with that apple, man.
But human nature is
Jokes.
always exposed when it's
survival.
When it's survival.
Yeah, then you see the true colors.
Because if
yeah.
you're not a strong person, right, you can't physically pick up stuff. What can you do? You're gonna have to connive. You're gonna have to like underhand, or you must come hat in hand and beg and be like, "Hey, can I be part of this?"
Yeah, but
that's tough for her.
so there's a series on Netflix. I started watching it, but Roscoe told me about it. I mean, his girlfriend. It's about chimps.
Oh, I
And how
love
the chimps
Chimp Empire.
but they
Loved it.
Oh, you watched it. So
Watched it, loved it.
but
Hectic.
but it shows how they are,
As a
how we are
society.
actually from the same common
we are
ancestor.
100% like them. We are 100% like them. In our mannerisms, in the alphas and all that type of stuff. I look at it and I'm like, yo. everything
I
is
started
like
watching it,
It's
but-
us, but it's on like a a more
Low level.
exaggerated level, man. You know what I mean? We just a micro.
Yeah, we're a bit civilized type of
Yeah,
thing.
we civilized, but
But I started watching it and I saw that the one chimp is the loner man, and I saw myself in that. And I felt sorry for the bra because the bra's just sitting there alone the whole time. I said,
Yo,
"Opa
it's sad,
Leo."
yeah.
But I don't know what happened to him. And then after, he's probably gonna die. I'm not gonna watch it, man.
Shame, man.
but it's quite so how the other ones like watch and stuff like it. Okay, how am I gonna come up in like? Anyway,
it's like
I looked at it myself and I'm like, yo, I see myself as that other brother there looking in from the sides. Like,
But that's basic
who,
thought,
Who,
no?
who you here in this?
It's quite though, like
in
just
the
to watch
spectrum.
basic thought, like to see like older can't hunt, can't like do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You must skit on your eyes or like strength and people gravitate towards that strength. You know what
Yeah,
I
and
mean?
then that main brana, the strength brana, he like fend off from the other chimps, so he become almost like a hero. So they almost like he's the alpha, right?
Yeah.
So he defends his area because there
Territory,
is
yeah.
all territories like within this massive forest. So he defends this thing, but so he defends his men, and they praise him, but he gets injured or so.
Oh.
So then the other the chimp, he's like, oh, righto. You were the alpha.
Now
you
it's my
did
time to
protect,
shine.
but you got injured.
Mufasa.
Righto. Now I'm gonna dominate and I'm gonna come up and how am I gonna use my gedachte? Because he like align himself with this bra and it's quite interesting how chimps are how we are like that. It's interesting the.
Same.
What makes us so different? The fact that we talk and vote.
Same. We just evolved different.
Evolved, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of theories. They say some alien colony is experiment and they took a primal chimp and then they put some DNA in the ass. And
I don't like
So
that
that-
theory. I like the stoned ape theory. So the stoned ape theory is
Yeah, I like that one also.
the stoned ape theory is quite a lekker one. Is like we were all like monkeys, and then the monkeys was flipping the poo of the cow dung, and then they found mushrooms, started eating the mushrooms, and our brain started to like grow from there. Because then we became like
Yeah,
enlightened.
because our species, our brain just grew. I think it's 2 million years ago. No? Our brain just started growing, and they don't know why. And they say maybe it's the cooked food that we had.
Yeah. And then the most believable one, this you being like he just took 2 people from nowhere, from dust, and then he put them here. Right? The most believable one.
I know, I read a book like that one Sunday. No? One Sunday I read a book like that.
So
I think I also heard
he
that
just
story.
took from dust. No, there's 2 people.
A rub is a rub of
No, but these people originally came from dust, like right? And then he made
first
one
bra.
person.
The first bra came
First was
from
bra.
dust, yeah.
And then he took like the rib out of the one bra and then like
with some dust.
was some dust and then he made another one. And
Sounds
then
familiar.
There was
Call
like 2.
me old fashioned. I like the one where
You like that one?
No, I like the one where they say, nah, ik heb van die beeg afgekomen. Call me old fashioned.
I like that one,
just,
yeah.
I just the stalk and the
I'm a
beeg.
big fan of like when it's raining and the sun is out and like monkeys are getting married.
Yo, bruh. How is that crazy?
Yo, I
And you
miss
believe
my
that?
mom, my bro. She talking the world's most cack to me.
You believe that? Eh?
I can't subscribe to the whole thing that humans, like we as humans or Homo sapiens as we are, actually like the pinnacle of civilization.
No ways, I don't believe that.
Like, my bro, like,
I don't believe that. I just need to read emails to know that we are not the pinnacle of civilization.
No, there was obviously civilizations before us, like the ancient Egyptians, and even before that.
Yeah, but I
and
mean,
they got
those-
annihilated, totally destroyed, and now we are rebuilding again, and we are gonna get destroyed,
Yeah,
and
we
then
rebuilding
somebody's
slowly, I
gonna
just wanna
rebuild.
You know what
Yeah,
was
we
that?
are
what
rebuilding.
I'm saying is, if you're doing the whole comparison between us and chimps and stuff like that, and we supposed to like you can see the similarities, but we are supposedly more civilized. My bro, chimps don't commit necrophilia. That's humans that do cock like that. Go fuck dead people.
I don't know. I think some.
Yeah, I
chumps
just heard
down-
today nogal a girl that became pregnant from a dead man.
Yeah, don't talk.
That's for us reading the voice again.
No, she got. He apparently there's a spot called Morning Glory. Kak weird.
Yo,
and then
now
she
you taking
jumped
me
on the
for-
bra, and then the bra, one last load, and then she. What was
That's the voice, bro.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Maybe he was still present and then he came and went at the same time.
Sorry to the listeners out there.
apologize.
We apologize for the
Apologize for
voice.
the voice.
We asked you to get the more reputable sources, not the voice.
That's
How did you try TikTok?
Yo,
or
I
something
saw it
like
on the
that,
internet. You know, everything on the internet is the truth.
Our conspiracy theorists let us down today. He came with a dead troll story.
I mean, it's a bad one, man.
You trying to tell us a dead troll by someone's pregnant? You must not gonna take me for a G on the coldest day in the month.
Did you ever see somebody when they die, they do a little thing?
Bola makisi.
No, they do a little jerk,
That's
right?
your last breath.
So, whatever you, one last fucking morning glory.
One last morning glory.
And then this guy, this chickie said, hey, but die bras are nog.
She got
There's
pregnant.
some good meat
She
on this
got
bra
pregnant
still.
She got pregnant from the wrong bra, so she said, nah.
She
it's
made
a
up
dead
the
bra.
story.
It's a dead bra.
One thing I'll say, that man knows. He knows how to uncover a Kakbara story. And that's like what you said there now, I'll believe that. Yeah. She was like, hey, I'm just gonna penetrate this motherfucker.
Searching out the truth like a truffle pigment.
This man knows things, man, bro.
Yeah, it's too easy.
But dead men tell no tales. So, hey, dead men keep no side either.
Dead man tell no tales.
I can't tell his stories. He's like, now I'm gonna put it on the dead
Okay,
bra.
nah, that is.
Yeah,
That's
look what we googling here, people. Pregnant.
No, I mean, like, it's not Google. It's like we're
We're going down this rabbit hole.
I think that is a voice topic that
I am out of the
Right,
not real.
let's just see what the first sources
yes,
are.
it is.
Snopes, don't trust.
Don't trust Snopes.
Yes, it is.
Don't trust Snopes.
Snopes.
Okay, where did it happen? America.
1998.
America, Los Angeles. Okay, it's made up, maybe Hollywood.
And it's AP News. Everybody know AP News is the most reliable.
Happy news, yeah.
It happened in America.
1998 people.
It's written by Chum.
Man.
That's all I need to know. What happened in America. So the one documentary I did enjoy on Netflix was the Arnie documentary.
Oh, how was it?
No, I enjoyed it. Like
I
that
saw
man
it, yeah,
has got
just didn't-
some like a story to tell. Like and the way he tells his story about like
He seems
always
very
being,
captivating. Like the way he
yeah,
tells his
he's
story
like
is very...
just some people all like that like very
Uh,
captivating. Like and then so he tells. I know the beginning of his story where he's like a bodybuilder, and then he goes into his movie career. So there's some stuff that he covers in his movie career that we didn't know about. Like he has a heart attack.
Yeah.
So we didn't know about that. And then later in his career, he becomes a politician, your favorite.
Yeah.
He becomes a politician.
Award counselor.
Yeah, he becomes a
Los Angeles.
By the way he becomes a
Los
politician
Angeles.
is like crazy. Is like the other bra actually gets voted out. So he doesn't go through a long like voting process. He just like hoops in and then he like wins it and like
Limited
next
staff,
thing you
limited
know,
resources, and he died.
next thing you know, but it ends up him just like while he's a politician, he's just smoking cigars, bro. It's like nothing gets passed or nothing changes. Like it's
Did you talk about
about the appearances
the lady that worked when he
yeah,
impregnated?
you speak about that.
Okay, look at this.
Joseph is like son like that,
But it's a pass of pics, no?
he got his. So that the weird thing is that
That's-
the son that is like his what
Bastard.
kid is like got his build and his own kid from Maria. He's like he's like not so hard. But anyway, that is.
I like this topic of discussion of what we've been watching lately because the weather hasn't really allowed for us to go out. I saw you went to go watch the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movie recently.
Oh my goodness, it is so good. It is on its levels good, man. I feel it's like the last one I would have said is like what happened now?
It's just a bit does it fall from the ceiling and
Like so,
my mind is just like aliens.
they landing.
This is the I like this episode of Earth. It's the final season apparently. The aliens is coming.
So I felt like the previous Spider-Man was one of my favorite animated movies, but this one tops it. Like it's like
I
very good. Like
I've seen
so the drawing changes from universe to universe.
Okay.
And it's smeg like because now you know like Gwen's universe is like painting.
Yeah.
and then his universe
So
is
if they- if they make you
graffiti.
you know where's where.
Yeah, and in the other universe, like the other brass Noah comes from that universe into that universe, and
Like
then look like a paper cutout, whatever. And then they go to say whoever's universe they go to look like it, like Spider-Man 99, the whole universe. It's smack. It's really good. It's painted, illustrated like it. So just from a graphic design point of view, I enjoyed it.
So
from an artistic
visually appealing.
super stimulating.
Like
very good.
I've held that opinion since Into the Spider-Verse came out. I've said straight, Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie, followed by the MCU franchise, then then Tobey Maguire, then Andrew Garfield.
Here we go, yeah. There we go. In that order. It has to be Toby.
Yeah, but
every day.
that movie is really good. I don't know. They must have used like a lot of animators and a lot of time to do it, because to be so it's distinguishable, man. It's like even like a kid can distinguish between. You know what I mean? They made it like that. They made like traveling from one universe to another universe, like a painting.
Yeah, it's like a moving comic book, basically.
Yeah. It's very, very well.
You're talking about the Poppins one?
Yeah, the new one came
I
out.
grown up watching Poppins.
No,
The
not
new one
That's
came
what
out.
going
not
on here.
Poppins, it's
that's
cartoons.
A grown up man
Not
watching Poppins.
it's
Plus,
cartoons.
Plus
It's
Miles
animation.
Morales. Miles Morales
I
is
took
doing
my
once,
kids.
bro.
I took my kids.
That I can understand, but you're supposed to
So
chill outside.
Yeah, so I asked my daughter, what do you want to go watch? Do you want to go watch Little Mermaid or Spider-Man? Plus, she knows that Gwen is in this one. She's like, nah,
Spider-Man.
she first thing like, Spider-Man. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going. Like, plus, the thing is, Gwen has like a bigger role in this one.
Yeah.
So it's like basically the beginning of the movie
That's
starts
her.
with her, like her story.
And then she goes to Miles.
Yeah, and then it's like, so her relationship with her family.
No
is
spoilers,
also-
no spoilers, no spoilers.
Nah, it's no
But it's
spoilers,
like
no
if
spoilers.
you-
But it's
if your
really
kids
good.
choose a movie
Yeah, I
that
mean,
you
you can
enjoy.
see her. She's there on the poster, like with him. Like,
What
it's
if-
well
what
done.
But it's cool if your kids enjoy a movie, or you enjoy the movie more than your kids, brother. That's when you're winning in life, brother. Otherwise, you'd be sitting there with a Little Mermaid and
my
under the sea.
my son wasn't happy with the ending, but you must check it out.
Is it?
What have you been watching, Calvin?
I actually been Ted Lasso. I've been watching some Ted Lasso, and
What's
then
Ted Lasso?
Have you never watched Ted Lasso?
about,
Ted Lasso is just, bro.
it's about Jason Sudeikis. So he's an NFL football coach, and then he
It's
comes
not NFL, it's a college football coach. Yeah.
college football coach.
I like the
and then he
American
comes
football
to-
stuff
And
sometimes.
then he comes to the UK, and then he does football. Then he becomes a football coach.
How many seasons of that?
There's about 3 seasons.
Only
yeah.
3 seasons. And 3 seasons the final
It's
season.
actually
Check
kind
it.
of cool.
I like that the teeny bopper cock. Never have I ever. I like that. It's like trauma porn. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like but it's like these
What is it?
teenagers.
Like,
But these teenagers are talking openly about sex and stuff like that, and they like in high school, like in standard 9, standard 8.
Are you watching Twilight?
No, bruh. It's like never have I
worried
ever.
about
was
this
like-
round of watching
Summers, man.
Poppins.
What is it?
It's on Netflix. It's like teeny bopper stuff. Teeny bopper stuff.
What is that one about the chickie that writes in the book and I don't know.
XOXO, Gossip Girl.
So, how far are you into Ted Lasso?
I finished all 3 seasons. Yeah, and then I started watching Arnold Schwarzenegger's new thing, Fuba.
Fuba.
Jets.
Fuba. I was like, yo,
Do you like
so.
it?
Beautiful,
Do you like it? I didn't like it. I watched 2
No,
episodes.
a lot of fun. I loved it.
It takes a while for you to get into it. He's not as quick as he used to be.
That
He's not
other
as-
the girl that's with him is a comedian. What's her name? She's a comedian. She's a good comedian.
I can't remember her name, but she's also very good. She's really
Yeah.
good at it. I enjoyed it because you have to forgive a lot of things, man. Like the
Yeah,
action,
the
you have
action
to
is not.
forgive.
He's not.
Know
not.
that it's
You can
gonna
see
be
the man is old.
Chuck
yeah.
Norris style, exaggerated stuff, but try as hard, but does succeed. But like liquor, man.
I
Like,
actually skipped the
So there's
action.
the reason why he can't do the action anymore is because they talk about it
bro,
in.
he's not old. Obviously, I
Nah,
don't
but they
think-
talk about it in that other documentary that he had a heart attack and
his
all
hip
that.
all exploded.
Nah, he had a heart attack, so the insurance don't cover him. Saying that being said, now, have you ever heard what's going on with Jamie Foxx?
But how beast it, man.
That's the strangest fucking
But
thing.
nobody
Yeah,
knows.
it's a conspiracy vibes, Jay.
Yeah.
But bro, I've not.
So-
Let me just pause here.
so
I've tried all my
Jamie
resources. Nobody, all my conspiracy guys.
Even the brown
they
with the
don't
music
know.
can play the music.
Listen.
So and said nothing.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
What happened
Jamie
to
Foxx
Jamie Foxx,
had a stroke, bruh. And this bruh's blind
He's
now.
blind, yeah, that's what they say, but what's the cause of it? They say it's the jab. They say it's the jab.
Sorry.
I have good intel, guys.
Can I ask you a question?
Have I ever lied to you?
What role?
Speak one at a time, please.
Can
yeah.
I ask you a question? What role was he preparing for?
I don't know. He was doing a movie or shooting a movie.
Was he doing Tyson or not?
No, he wasn't doing Tyson. He's doing another movie. He's doing like a Netflix movie or
So
something.
he's not
Hello?
preparing for a role and got
But
sick.
was-
Not related.
No, he was busy shooting the movie. The movie was being shot.
Yeah.
Because of the time it is away from the movie now, it costed so much money that they had to basically scrap the movie. So they were making the movie, which costed a lot of movie, and then scrapping it because they had people like waiting on set.
Obviously, yeah.
Also, so it costed so much money. So when people hear something like this, like, you know what I mean? But why wouldn't he come back to the movie? Because I think they were hoping he would come back to the movie to finish the movie.
But he
Well,
seems
'cause,
like the
you know-
consummate professional, like the ultimate professional. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like the
So
fact
now
that it's
some-
not covered in the news is creepy, bro.
So now some people are saying he's blind, like he's like had a stroke, right?
Yeah.
So after his stroke, he went into his stroke and then he went blind. But his daughter came out and his daughter was like, nah, he's
playing
fine.
ping pong,
He's fine and everything is he's
just recovering,
walking
yeah. I also
around
heard that
playing
story,
ball
yeah.
and all this. But nobody's seen a photo of him ever since.
He's
Not
still
one
around,
Instagram photo, not one whatever and
No.
stuff like that.
There's
That is weird.
The
So
point
if
is-
his daughter was like, nah, he's playing ping pong, whatever, or playing
Nah,
ball,
some-
why don't you just take a photo?
Some sort of pedal ball thing
Ah,
that they
some
got.
kind of-
So now, if he's doing that, then
I saw that, yeah.
I don't believe
Yes,
that
that at his house.
shit.
But now, so if he was doing that, then why didn't you take a photo of him and put it up?
But
Hey,
why? But
everybody, I'm doing fine.
But why must you post
Nah,
a
you don't-
photo?
they don't-
Because a movie costs like hundreds of millions, not hundreds of millions, but
Definitely hundreds
I'm
of
saying
millions, 80
some-
million, 100 million, 200
some
million.
movies can cost hundreds of millions. Maybe the movie he was shooting wasn't hundreds of millions,
Yeah.
but it's gone into like so much money.
But how much does your privacy cost?
It's free by me. Pull it in.
That's the
Are
thing.
you not Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. I just want to know if the brother's alive or not. Because I find it suspicious.
Wait, Jamie?
That's the jab,
Send him
guys.
a message, my bro.
No,
Let him know
he's
you're alright.
blind.
That's the
He's
jab.
blind.
I also,
Yes,
I also
the
heard that
jab made
people
him
say
blind.
it's a jab.
The
like
jab
a
is-
year
and they
later.
don't want to admit it because
A year later.
You know what I'm
2
saying?
years later.
The jab made me broke, I'm sure.
Chica, but Chica guys, but here's I'm not saying it's a conspiracy, but a lot of people are sick now.
Yeah, it's called the flu.
Nah, but it's like more so than usual.
It's called
Influenza.
winter.
It's called H1N1. It's called bird flu.
Influenza.
It's called
Avian
swine flu.
Swine flu.
It's called Seinfeld.
But now why all of a sudden,
Spanish flu.
Spanish flu.
why all of a sudden,
Yugoslavia
like,
flu.
Black plague.
you know what I mean? Why all of a sudden?
Because
it's
it's the
like,
birds.
Because it's winter.
The birds.
But, it's
and then
exaggerated.
Now, Chica, now say for instance, this is an example, right? Say for instance, like, I by mistake, like, I have like 10 coffees, like, right? And then like,
How the fuck you
Listen.
get coffees by mistake?
Jesus.
listen, yeah, I by mistake have 10 coffees, or I've got 10 coffees or something like that.
Okay.
Right? I've got a supply of coffee, right? Yeah, just a supply of coffee on the other side. And all of a sudden, there's a shortage of coffee, right? And I'm like, hey, let me supply these people with coffee, and everybody drinks the coffee, and I make a lot of money, right? Afterwards, I'm gonna want to supply coffee all the time, right? So let's just say, right, hypothetically speaking,
Okay,
hear me out.
look at Liam's
There's
face.
a COVID, right? There's COVID, and all of a sudden, you need to like get vaccine for that COVID, and like get a new supply of that, like, right? Are you not gonna want to make another COVID?
Yeah, but I'm not a dumb now. You can't do that anymore. It's over. It's done.
But maybe you can make a swine flu, or maybe you can make.
Swine flu is always.
This man is laughing through his argument.
Yes, my thing.
he's not even convincing himself, bro.
I'm serious.
We, all of us here, all of us sitting here, we know for a fact.
Nah, but you could have gone with me.
wait.
No.
All
You could've
of us
said
here.
my back, no.
All of us here, we laughing because we all know that we know for a fact that you believe in evolution. So why can't the virus evolve?
Take me for it.
Here's another thing. Here's
Blame the
another.
politicians.
Here's another way of seeing.
Should blame the politicians for some
So for how many? Was it 2 years now? For 2 years we were wearing masks.
Yeah.
So obviously we didn't infect each other because yearly you get, even before this pandemic, there was viruses,
Pandemic.
right?
Okay, you got a better argument.
So,
Go for
so
it.
now, no, it's not even a conspiracy. So now you take your you wear a mask, so for how many for 2 years. All of a sudden you take it off. Now you spread it. Now obviously people is not used to the germs. You know what I'm saying? Because your immune is a bit down, and now you're gonna get sick. It's basic sense.
But
I hate people that believe in conspiracy theories that make it like that's not science. But back to science. You know what I'm saying? Like aliens, back to science.
As scientific as that may sound, like you covered your face for 2 years now, now you don't know, you don't recognize, you don't think that a virus could evolve?
Yeah, it can.
A virus is a living substance. You don't think it can evolve into something different? It's like, okay, so this host has learned to fight against this. I need to change so that it can't fight with this.
He wants to blame Fauci.
If this virus,
I'm just unnecessarily.
if this virus wants to evolve, if this virus wants to evolve, it
stupid.
must learn to work.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
you must be
That
at
is
the
working
garage.
on my
You must
fucking
learn
nerves.
to plaster. You must learn to do. That's how you evolve. Don't come here and evolve and make me mad all the time. Evolve into something useful, my bro.
It is working.
A gardener.
What have you been watching?
What I've been watching? I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching some documentary. I was watching. Oh, I'm watching Explained. So Explained is just basically 15-minute clips on.
I saw
Which
that.
one were you watching? The Mind, Money,
No, bruh.
the
Like,
coronavirus?
from season 1 to 3. So pandemics, beauty,
Sugar.
crypto, sugar, like all kinds of random
Chess,
crap, bro. Chess, random shit. So it's like interesting stuff, man.
Yeah, and it's like 20 minutes long. It's
20 minutes, bro. Like, but it's not like deep enough to like really give you a grasp on something.
Yeah, but
But
you
it's like-
find
it's
something here
interesting
that will
enough
grip you
to-
enough
yeah.
to go and research further.
Yeah, it's like today I watched plastic surgery, so this
It's
is
like
like it was like cool to see like where plastic surgery evolved from, how we saw certain things as entry points, and now you see what you see as extreme. You know, like what do they call it? It's called BBL.
Yeah,
Brazilian
Brazilian
butt lift.
butt lift,
That's
yeah.
seen as extreme, but makeup is surgery, and that's seen
Makeup
as-
is plastic surgery.
it's considered to be
No.
Not surgery,
not
but
surgery, but like
face altering.
Face altering. You know what I mean?
But it's totally different. So there's a thing.
Yeah. So this thing is a spectrum, but now they say the spectrum changes. At what point did Botox become not invasive? In the past, it was considered. Oh my
yeah,
goodness!
oh my god, they
How could you do this
needle
to
in my
yourself?
face. Type
I
of-
think-
like
I
a
think-
nose job was considered invasive. Now it's not. It would be considered.
I think
Yeah,
I think a lot of
random.
times when you like cut into your body, that they say, isn't it something like that? I went under the knife or something.
Yeah,
like
going
that.
under the knife. I think
That
look-
is a different process to like injecting
But for
collagen
each-
inside or
Yeah,
Botox inside.
Botox. But for each person, it's different. You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't
what
know,
they
yeah.
would consider
like
to be.
like maybe injecting yourself is
Yeah.
plastic surgery.
But it
and
was
then
cool to see
cutting
because,
yourself.
like, if
Oof, I don't know.
the father of the father of plastic surgery was, I think it was Dr. Joseph's or something, and it was actually done for World War. So after World War, people were horribly
Yes.
disfigured, like you lost your nose, your whole jawline is gone, and then they would use from your fat from the remaining parts of your body and to create a jawline for you and to create a nose for you and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's like where it kind
Started.
of yeah, it's like where it actually started from, and like
Against, who abused it? White females.
this man is talking his white chicks, man, bro. The white brothers are gonna phone you.
You must put up it that notice
Yeah,
the views
disclaimer.
of Randall. It's not the rest of.
I'm gonna say the privileged abuse it. When you're bored, you do a lot of cack.
like, have you? I don't know if you guys have seen that TikTok where they show all the where they show all the Kardashians as they are now, and then one by one they just take all the plastic surgery that they've done away from their faces to show what they actually look like
bunch of
before
you.
all of
Yeah,
that.
they look like grackles, whatever.
See, it's the American white
Grackles.
females, not the South African
Like
ones.
honestly, there are more kindness on the Cape Flats than the original Kardashians.
They look like grackles.
But now
Duck
I'm
screw.
gonna tell you like
You wear makeup.
you so like almost like the scene like him like almost like you think She's beautiful, man.
Yo, bro.
Kak, man.
She's beautiful, man.
Give it up,
like,
bruh.
I
I love me
know
some
she
Kim
went under
K.
the knife.
I love
and
me
all
some
those
Kim
type of
K,
things,
bruh.
But she's stunning, man.
No,
That's a beautiful woman.
absolutely no denying. But she is selling her current appearance
As a
as stock standard.
No, they don't do that.
Yes, she is.
They
bro.
everybody knows they had surgery.
Yeah, but she's selling. All of them are selling their appearance as they are now, completely modified. They are selling that as this is what you should
bruh.
aim to be.
Nah, bruh. She's selling Skims. Skims has got nothing to do with
Yeah, I think
plastic
she's
surgery. Skims
I
is
think
just like
I
the
don't-
body outfit type thing situation.
Look,
So
look,
that's what
Look,
she's selling now.
I've heard there's some toxicity to that. What's the one? Not the Chloe one. The one of the blondies. Her name Chloe.
I don't know.
Courtney's cool. I think Courtney.
Courtney's cool, yeah,
She's
yeah.
going out to Travis. I like her a
married,
lot.
bruh.
Married. to
She's
Trevor.
married to Travis. Yeah, I like her a lot. Kim, she's beautiful.
Oh.
And then the other one, Chloe, whatever. She's a bit like, but she's still a beautiful woman. Like,
Caitlyn is also
but
reg.
yeah, they're beautiful. Nah, I don't know.
Caitlyn is also reg.
Nice
They
balls,
selling the
man.
Skims.
Can we see what Caitlyn looked like before the surgery?
Nice balls,
Tell me how
lady.
rich she is.
But people always talk shit about that. People always talk shit about that family. But you know what? They're still a family. They're still sticking together. So no matter what people want to say about them,
I think that is
Nah,
all
listen.
that's all just appearances.
I
agree, bro.
I don't like.
You cry when you see their family together.
Nah, I don't like the toxicity that they do.
And
There's
where's
some
Rob?
toxicity.
Rob,
He was on recently. He was on.
But I'm a
on what? Drugs?
Rob is trying to stay out of the limelight.
Yeah, he's,
Rob is on donuts, bruh.
Chico, when I look at him now, I see for the most part him trying to do good in the world or trying to do things. I know there's some toxicity to them, but listen, there's a toxicity to everybody, man.
You know that
Me
it
as
is
well,
right?
like there's some cuck in everybody. Don't like just because theirs is under a magnifying glass, look at them and
Yeah,
like,
who put it there? They put it there, so I
but
can
they
do what
do.
I want with it.
yeah, okay, but they're beautiful also.
They full of cock and they're ugly. They're ugly
She's a Jezebel. She's a Jezebel.
Line, man.
this
people.
one's
You're falling
staying
for a lot of cock, man.
I'm not falling with
Nah, but they now
I
fall.
just told you there's some toxicity.
They now fall.
Some of
She's
the
a
stuff,
Jezebel, man.
but there's
full of
toxicity.
shit and
They
There's cuck in everybody.
destroy black men more than Reaganomics.
Thank
Hey.
you. Thank you. And drop mic. They drop.
they don't destroy
I don't know
the black
some of
men. The
They
black
get-
men
maybe
go
the-
in there.
Listen here,
The
there we
black
go.
men go in there.
That's
You
it.
see, this is
The
a-
black men go
this is
in
like-
there,
That's it.
and what happens to them happens to them. bruh.
If you go inside the lion's den, you're gonna get put, man.
Yeah.
That's what-
This is why.
That's what
Don't
Medusa
go.
used to voice.
Yeah, that's
She turned the
bruh.
mensen to stone. You go in there, you get what you get.
You know, I love me some Kim K, bruh. I love me
bruh.
some Kim K,
But I
bruh.
think
A porn movie is a reg.
I think Calvin needs to star in the next version of Get Out.
Nah, she's beautiful. But here's the thing. She's beautiful, but here's the thing. If you date that girl or marry that woman,
Your life is over.
my bro,
is.
whatever all that comes with you know a lot.
A lot.
comes
All
with
that comes with whatever you have is gone. You will end up in a crack den. You will end up with no pro sport career. You will end up losing
Look at
all
Kanye.
your money from
Kanye didn't
Adidas.
survive.
Kanye didn't survive nothing.
Kanye survived
Kanye
nothing.
survived, bruh.
Kanye is walking around in a
madness.
scuba
He
suit.
went to fuck with- when
survived.
he came there and he went to fuck.
Listen here, he will
Kanye
never-
is walking around in a scuba
just
suit.
think about it now. That man is like
Right?
every day.
Next to show that.
Did-
show
did-
that.
did-
Did that man
Show
get
the
his Adidas contract back?
No, he didn't.
Baby,
No.
he's
Did he get it back?
didn't get it back.
Of course he got it back.
After I'm gonna say this.
They
and I
just
hate to say
unfroze
this.
his account.
This is something that after she left him, he's no more the same. He's not the same.
I don't agree
Maybe
with
he
that.
don't get to wake up next to her anymore. Maybe it is cock feeling, and he's gonna have to feel that for the rest of his
And
life.
there's no medication for
yeah,
that.
there's no medication for that. No.
And Pete
That
Davidson.
pain, maybe he's like.
It was just a fling, bruh. It
What's
was
the
just a
difference
fling,
with
man. That
Pete
wasn't
Davidson?
the real
No,
love.
man.
She's a belly.
Once you
I don't respect that.
once you go there, it's like
bruh,
there's no
guys.
going back, man.
So near
But now here's the thing, like he wasn't worth it. Like I think maybe it was, man.
It was love, man. It was love. It was worth it. It was love.
Maybe do it, bruh.
Maybe being with that woman is worth losing your mind.
That's deep, me, bro.
Here's all right. So here's a question.
I think I kind of concur with that.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Knowingly, I will do it.
You will do it. You know after
I'm
with
gonna
this
be
woman.
mal.
You know if she leave you, you're gonna be insane.
I'll do it, bruh.
Will you do it?
I'll do it, bruh.
I think I'll do it too.
Yeah, here's a question for you. Would
I'll
you
say yeah.
would you dollar Kim Kardashian as she is now? But no one will even know about it. Or you must dollar Chloe before the surgery and everyone knows about it.
That's
that is a
solid question. Solid question. Gentlemen, there are no right answers. We just start there.
That's entrapment, bruh. That's entrapment.
Full-on entrapment. Wow. I was going to say, that's horrid. That is a terrible thing to do to somebody. But the way
now-
these two love bunnies, they will probably die Kim K. As she is, no one must know about it. And then
You'll be
I'm
depressed
glad
forever.
you will lose your minds afterwards.
I'd rather go for
You will
the.
know the
I'd
depths
rather
of
go for-
solitude. You
I'd
will know
rather go for
the
Chloe.
depths of loneliness.
Here's the thing.
You're going to lose your mind, bruh.
Here's the thing. Like sometimes, like in life, it's worth it, man.
The juice is worth the
Discovering
squeeze.
electricity and losing your mind.
Not
I get
always,
it.
not always, but just sometimes, like
Going to space.
because, like it's like that might never ever happen again. Like,
She's not worth it.
that opportunity might never ever
What
ever,
opportunity?
or that might just be like the like the pinnacle of your. Like,
I feel like you think you discovered fire.
Yeah.
Like
Now,
you,
why-
I
why-
see where he's going, but
you see, he's
This
winning
guy.
it all.
Do you
I
see
can
the
see
two
where
of
he's
you?
going.
The two of you are gonna end up.
And
the
then we
two
the
of-
same colors tonight also.
Yeah, the two of you are gonna end up Kanye Tati, but without the talent. Yes, you're so gonna be talentless Kanye's.
Kanye Pete Davidson.
That's funny.
Kanye.
guys, I don't know where you're living, bro. But hey,
Last day.
juice is worth the squeeze, bro.
Juice is on the squeeze.
Juice is worth the squeeze, bro.
Bird, I got like.
Although you do have an argument,
No. Each
you
to their
do,
own.
but
Each
but
to
you guys
their
do have
own.
an argument
Yeah, each to
because,
their own.
like you said, everybody that gets involved with the goes nowhere. And I mean, it started with Ray J.
Yo.
After that video, bro, what did he do?
Nothing.
What did Ray J do after
Did a
that,
lot of
bro?
reality shows.
He was Brandy's mother, but not Brandy's mother,
Brandy's brother,
Brandy's brother, and then that's
a
it.
cuck one.
That's it,
So,
bro.
so what are you saying that she?
The writing was on the
He does
wall.
producing and
So
everything.
what? So what are you
Does
saying?
do producing.
So what are you saying?
Her vagina's cursed. I don't know what more I need to say. Have you ever heard of a cursed vagina?
The cursed Kardashian coochie. And it's all in case. KKK. See what I'm saying, man?
Maybe the woman. Maybe Chicken. You ever think like maybe that woman is so epic that no man.
You can't handle it,
reach.
yeah.
I hear you.
Can't handle it,
like
bro.
looking into the sun.
You know the-
on your big.
You can't handle it.
I got the joke, but
it's
like
like
Kim
when
K
you
is
go-
not from this
it's like-
planet.
it's like
She's
when you
from
go-
a alien from another planet because it's like it's just not real. Like.
Sucking souls, no? Like
No,
kind of a
must be.
predator.
Must be. What they call it, a succubus.
Bruh, like, you remember when the
Succubus.
Tanga Junction was still open?
Steve is gonna compare to a cobra. I can just feel
Yeah,
it.
no, I want to hear him out,
No,
man.
but it's true, bruh.
Check hear him out, man. please.
Everybody knew what they were getting themselves into when you ride the Cobra, bruh.
Yeah.
Like some people who sit at the back, some people who sit in the middle, but the people that sat up front, they were like, bruh, I know what I'm getting myself into. And was it worth it?
No.
Exactly, bruh.
Yes, it's
Was
worth
it
losing
worth
your
sitting in
Nah,
front of
those
that Cobra?
Did you wait in the line for 3 hours?
No, I didn't wait in line for
Exactly.
3 hours.
Because that's what it was in the beginning. There was a long
I
wait.
was waiting after that.
You see, you
I couldn't afford it at that.
Those brassa thought, like
Even
in
those
their
Kim K,
minds,
you wait to a
in their
lifetime.
minds, they thought they were getting on the Cobra, only to find out that they were on the Congo Queen in the front row, opposite the other front row, and when they went up, the bra opposite them vomited and right into it. That's what Kim
And I
K
lost my
is.
wallet, lost my keys.
I lost my wallet in my keys.
Yo, bro, that Congo Queen scared me, man. I was more afraid of the Congo Queen than the Cobra, bro.
That feeling in your stomach.
Do you remember there was another affair that used to come around. I used to have a boat and there was a roller coaster called Star Loop or something like that.
What are you talking like by the
Just one loop.
So by the
Mardi Gras.
like a Mardi Gras.
This
by
thing was
the-
pure evil. The boat did a full fucking flip. I'm talking full.
I remember that thing.
This thing was not to be. I'm sure it's illegal in like 29 countries now, but I remember alarming in that thing is a light thing. My sister still took me. All you hear is chains coming out the top. I was like, where the fuck am I?
The thing is, bruh, you're on a school field on a Friday night, bruh.
In a boat.
And then you're asking this, bruh, that's traffic. Is this safe? He's like, yeah, safe, bruh. It's al 5 minutes al.
And but I was from Philippines, never seen this boat before until last week.
The
when
bride
we
don't even
assembled
have a
it, bruh.
matric certificate,
Nothing.
no engineering qualification. He isn't even a health and safety officer.
Put that thing together with a 13 spinner.
But the level of trust that you had with that guy said, nah, bruh, you're gonna be okay. It's like, nah, it's alright.
I can't believe I got in that thing, me, bro. You know,
Why did we do that,
Why,
Appa?
bro?
Those things were dangerous.
my friend, I do not. My sister, I remember that store loop one. I'll never forget this thing. They had 2 loops, bruh. 2 loops. And then my sister still put me in. And then my cousin was
That thing don't hack fast
It didn't
properly.
hack fast, but she had to put her hand across here. And then we go, vroom, vroom, vroom. And then, you know what? After that, I went again.
Like Kanye wants to go back, you see.
I do get that level
Yeah.
of dirty, bruh. I really do. But
There's a level of that, man. And if you're going in the greatest ride in the galaxy, then
That's wild,
I don't know.
I can't believe we did
Why not
it.
take the
man.
ride?
I would really like to rekindle that part of my life. That part of like wanting to do
Like to experience
experience
things,
crazy
adventure.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
just-
adventure. Because I've become very like withdrawn from that. Like
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it, yeah. I will love it for you, and I will watch it, and I will be like, yeah, quiet, but I won't want to do it.
I will criticize from the sideline.
and I don't like that about myself now. Like I want to be a part of that thing, but I also don't, man.
Bro.
But how do you rekindle that love for something like to want?
I don't know, bro. I got like later in my life, I got like a heavy fear of heights. So now it's like as I get older, it's becoming more and more. So much so that when I went up to the cable car, I was like, and now I can't handle it. So
I
went
don't
to,
believe
like,
that's true. I don't believe anyone has a fear of heights.
So what are you afraid of?
You're afraid of falling from a high place. You're not afraid of being on a high place.
But being high makes you feel
Vulnerable.
like it just make you feel dizzy.
I don't know. I've been on drugs. I like being high.
Your
That's the stopping, man. That's the cut.
Yeah.
It's not the height. It's the sudden stopping. That's the problem.
But it's not the fear of falling. It's a fear of like
the height. You
the
can
height
tell
keep
you
you
what his
dizzy.
fear is. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
for
height
me,
make you dizzy.
I have a super fear
That's
of
what it
snakes.
is.
Like you
Of what?
can't tell me a snake. There's
Nah,
no-
snakes, no. No far.
I have super fear, but I will moor you. I will hurt you if you bring a snake in front of me or like try to play with me. I won't play with you. I will hurt you. Like that's my fear of that thing. You know what I mean?
You
So
should
for
have-
you to say
You
height
should
is
have
like
been in at Fireman's Arms at 1 year.
it's like it is what it is.
Hey, bro, you would have moved me out of the way quick fast, me,
Why is
bro.
there a snake in a bar?
So
All
what
politicians
yeah,
except
was a
MEC.
python.
So what we did
Regan
was,
Allen.
hello Nestle Fredericks, my goodness
Oh,
gracious.
Nes.
He's not
What the last-
Frederick say all politicians are
Except
are-
Regan
Regan
Allen.
Allen, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
nah,
agree.
we like
Yes.
Regan as well.
Isn't Regan Allen DA?
The rest of them are
Nah,
all.
Regan Allen is our
But
friend.
he's a member of parliament, man.
He's a member of parliament, yeah.
So
But
now why
Regan
does
Allen is
executive
dope
So now
committee.
why does that make him different?
because it's
He's
Regan
one
Allen.
of us.
He's a liquor.
He's
He's
one of
Regan Allen.
us.
He's
actually
Regan
just
Allen.
a liquor.
Bullshit.
He's Regan Allen.
Regan is one of us.
Yeah.
So you say you can be a politician and still be a liquor.
He's,
Yeah.
he's a decent human
Because
being.
it's Regan Allen.
Decent,
He's a decent
You just
human
quiet
being.
because you weren't quiet enough to be on the lineup with Regan Allen.
Allen,
before,
man.
man.
I
That's
was
why you
I was
quiet.
in his brow when he first started.
He was,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
he was,
then
he was on my
elevated,
support
man.
act for my thing as a, at the Baxter. He was one of my support acts that I put on my lineup.
Nah,
Regan is
Regan-
one
He
of
actually
us.
knocked me out of a comedy competition.
I watched
There's
him.
Regan Allen.
But I think
I watched him once.
I was his.
So in the
yeah,
studio ones, that's I know.
Me and Regan Allen started a week apart or 2 weeks apart or something like that. So and then we were quite.
Who was first,
chummy.
him or you?
I started before him, a week before him.
Yo, then you must stall, Dixie.
Yeah, so I did the.
Did you pull away in third?
My engine light went on.
It was a good. It was a good.
I had a good week.
It was a good.
It's roasting sessions here on the Tuesday night. You should have done this on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday we roast.
It's a good humbling. It's good to be humbled by somebody like that. That's like.
We were all humble, man.
Yeah, and
course.
and especially now that you can see that he's rise to such things, that he's got that charisma. You can see when he speak and stuff like that. And it's interesting that it's interesting.
Nah, it's quite.
Knowledgeable, passionate, and
is quite.
charismatic.
But my
You
personal
know what? I've been
opinion,
humbled a lot lately.
I don't think that
I don't get
MECs
like getting humbled.
have much power. I think they're just there for. That's just my humble opinion. They're just there. It's the same with the
MEC.
MEC of mobility. I
think, and I
Colour
hear
candy.
what you're saying, but you can only work with what you've got, right? And some people see the position as this, and they think, why must I do this and why must I do that or whatever. But
need
some
to
people
collect the
actually
check.
take up the mantle and do the work, and he's one of them. He does the work.
No, but what I'm saying is,
You put it- you gotta
not
put-
a lot of. They don't have it's almost like this new minister of
No,
electricity.
that is called a fucking joke, and I don't have
No,
time for
you
that.
what I'm saying is the same with it. They didn't give him much power. So even if he wants to change things, he doesn't have the power to change it.
But the fact is this, that I know what you're saying, but you must remember, he's got certain powers. That what you call it, electrician, what is it? This brother's new
Ministry
brother.
of-
The minister of
Ministry of-
electrician has certain power.
Now, they gave him after Nado gave him a bit of power.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
fact is, you must work with what you've got. You can't be given everything and not prove yourself. If you go look into everybody's stats and you go look into what everybody's doing, it'll tell you a story. Because not a lot of people look into things.
Yeah.
And they don't go looking in the background and all that kind of stuff because they don't have the time and they're just lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you take things on face value or because there's an MEC of this, now everybody is gonna be labeled like that.
Yeah.
Because the popular one or the one that's known has run it like this. So I will naturally just assume that all of
Everybody's
them
like that.
run it like
You know
that.
what? You're right. Yeah, we shouldn't paint everybody with the same cloth because, like it's almost like because the one brat did it, like one politician was cuck. Now everybody's like that, and
No,
you
I'm
almost
not-
like
I'm
have
not-
that bitter taste in your mouth when it comes to people
You,
like that.
you said
but
now
it shouldn't be
people
that
don't
way.
look into it. I actually look into it because we interview the people. So I interview it. I have a chat with the person. So you can and luckily I have my business partner, Roscoe that was here. I get to hear stories behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So it's not when you say look into, not everybody looks into it. I agree with you, but luckily through the podcast I get the opportunity to look behind the veils
Behind
to
the
hear that. Kan
candelabra,
hoor
ja.
die bra het hier. Ze kan personal goed is wat die bra se gaan er nog mense nie, but you know what I'm saying. So it
Yeah.
gives me a behind the scenes look at things, and I'm actually grateful for it. You know what I'm saying?
Regan Allen for president, man.
Away.
Maar hy's 'n lekker bra. Hy's 'n lekker bra.
Nah, Regan is quite.
Hy's 'n
Serve the
He
people.
beat me
That's
in
what it is.
What's nicely for
Did I say he beat me in
And
a
I-
comedy competition?
And
What?
he's instrumental in this dinges, this R labs.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
he's,
yeah, I
he's
saw
he,
that
the,
R
saw
labs,
that,
yeah.
the power that he had, he influenced that apparently. That's what I heard also. So much respect to
Basically
that.
saying, so basically the woman played the game.
Yeah, I read a fact on 8fact the other day is the female orgasm has absolutely
exist.
no It exists, but it has absolutely no evolutionary purpose. So like the male orgasm leads to ejaculation, which means you can actually from that you can.
Kids, but it's out here.
The female
is out here trying to rob women.
they are trying to rob
all the
us.
time.
They
so little.
Nah, don't
They're really quiet all the time.
That's
man.
like
Don't do this.
that's like
to them.
you.
this,
That's like
Make
your
them
mochi
happy.
telling you to buy. You must bring bread home.
So yeah,
For nobody
And
to
then
eat.
she don't eat the bread.
nah, but yeah, look at it this way.
He's
Look at it
smart
this way.
kissing cock.
Look at it this way. So the man ejaculates, right? So what's gonna make the female lay down with the man in the first place so that he can ejaculate in her?
Money.
Money.
But obviously,
Money.
back in the day there was no money,
that so?
evolution-wise.
Security
So
then.
you need to have the. So you need
Security.
to have the. That's not a valid.
The currency just changed.
Springbok.
But you need to have the female ejaculation so that she can have a drive. Yeah, let's go to bed. Yeah. So the you get what I'm saying?
No,
so
what is he saying? They have
so
no
that's point A,
purpose.
point to B. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, okay. So are you saying that?
We must boof women. That's
No,
what
man.
he's saying.
Listen,
We
man.
mustn't.
So you saying
Must
that
boof them.
evolutionary
what do you-
women are looking for security, so
What do you-
therefore.
He's got something against white females again.
Yeah, my dick.
You're saying that
So
something
what-
about
so-
like the
so what do you say
women are
now,
looking
Dwight?
for people or men that have more security and stuff like that.
No, they said that, but
Yeah,
since
you say
it
that.
makes sense, I'm gonna say it. Wow.
No. What he was basically saying is,
But now my
He
counter,
literally said,
I can just change my
Nangle, my counter to that is
if you
that
want to make
now
them
that-
laugh, you must make them come.
Have sex with gay
Okay,
men.
but now let me make my point. But now my counter to that is that nowadays women can do pretty much anything for themselves, like
Except
everything
make
and
themselves
everything for
pregnant.
themselves. Except for making themselves
They just need a dead man.
The bra is dead. He's gone. He's not making any more like this.
No, boy, got one shot.
I'm trying
He
to get
only
to a
had
point
one
here,
shot.
and we're going
He
around
didn't miss his chance
nowhere.
to blow.
Go us, go
That
us, go us,
opportunity
go us.
came once in a lifetime.
Sweetie.
Eminem is done, go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point here. So you were saying, like, or somebody was saying that they feel that women are looking for security. But I was countering that by saying nowadays I've seen a lot of women that can do things for themselves. They don't need a man.
Such as?
There's a
don't
growing
need a
rate
man,
of
Name
single
those
mothers.
things.
There's a growing rate of single mothers that are doing things more for themselves and their other kids and accomplishing more, rather than the man doing like more and accomplishing more on his own. Even if he's a single guy, he's like off the rails. He's not like got it. Single women or mothers and stuff like that, and single women, they're the ones that's owning in society nowadays. I see them getting shit like dinges. I'm even banging my wife leave me. I'm gonna be like the loser, and she's gonna be like go on and do dope things. You know what I mean? It's almost like this.
As long as it's
No.
crime in South Africa,
Yeah.
and he does.
Fair
Nah,
enough.
I don't believe it.
Fair
I don't
enough.
believe
it.
Fair
I
enough.
believe
Fair
more
enough.
women.
I
I mean, more women are getting
I fully
stronger.
agree.
Crime
They don't
fully-
need to put up with our bullshit.
I
like.
fully agree with you. So
Some of
there
this cut
is a
off tonight.
growing rate. There is
There's
a growing rate of single mothers that are doing them. You know that they are making it in the world. They got like good careers and they're studying
Yeah.
to get further and stuff.
Yeah.
Single mothers. How did they become that mother?
Dead men.
Is it that book that we were talking about in the beginning where the
Yeah,
bra
but-
from upstairs came
Yeah,
in
but
and said
the-
poof, and then Angel said,
Yeah,
"Now
but
you
that
have
is-
my lady." That
But
book.
we coming on to Father's a weekend now, or Father's Day, and an instrumental thing about being a father. Being a father is not giving sperm. Being a father is being part of the child's
True,
life.
very true.
That is being a
But
father.
What I'm saying is how that woman became that mother in that first place. How did she become a mother?
Maybe
Not by herself.
artificial insemination and all that type
Exactly,
of things.
she
is gonna-
still needed something from a man.
Yeah, but my point being is that the part that the role that men are supposed to be taking on.
It came from a male orgasm.
Yeah, but that is sperm.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. What did a female orgasm give to anyone? Nothing. It's pointless.
Nah, but that
It's pointless. It's got
And
to-
ovulating? How does that fit in there?
Nah,
we
but
should-
that's not. That's
And
fine.
ovulating?
That is
As
not
men.
an orgasm.
I just want to
Liam,
say we are
as
fighting
men,
over
we
sperm.
should strive to do more than just fucking be still.
Are you not doing enough?
No, we should do more. Even if we're doing a lot, we must still do more. We can always do more. That's being a high value male, like, and you got to be more high value males. You know what? Because there's a lot of low value males out there.
Right. So if you've got a list of 10 things.
I think he needs to check his estrogen levels because I used to be by a sus.
Oh, no.
So I used to buy a sus.
Oh, bruh.
He needs to check his estrogen levels.
I'm feeling what he's putting down. I'm feeling what
Because
he's
you
putting
in the
down.
same, you in the same, on the same team. Look at
I
it,
did
you.
jiu-jitsu say with a black belt. I'm alright, bruh.
I also watch
my
jiu-jitsu.
estrogen levels. My estrogen levels. I've been humbled a lot over the past few days in many sense. I've been humbled in many ways, like taking a few blows, but it's fine. I mean, sometimes you take your humbling and you move on. But my point is just like, as men, I see there's more low value males out there, and it's like, yeah, the fuck, bruh, do better, man. Be more like.
But
you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're not that guy. So why are you defending that fuck?
No,
off?
I'm not. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that there is no evolutionary purpose to the female orgasm.
That was his whole debate. That was the whole debate.
But the thing is, they're gonna get dildos and stuff like that, and fucking all these type of things, because
But
they're
they
not gonna
still-
need us
And
as
they will
well.
orgasm
They
and
still
it will
need us.
still have no purpose.
Yeah, it's
I
just
still
that
say it's a purpose.
we need to
She
perform
needs
better
she needs-
as a
What he's
species.
saying is that speaks a lot to their psychology.
Yes.
They do a lot of kak, it's unnecessary. Can we just acknowledge that?
Thank you, Bevan.
Yo.
That is very succinctly put.
I'm just saying, that's all he's saying.
That's all I'm saying.
What you saying? You on a different.
Yeah.
You
You
on
want
a
to DJ
different.
for 5 hours and that thing don't even bring anything.
And all I said was thank you, good night, and a
Yeah.
mic drop. That was
I know what he's
easy.
saying. I do a lot of unnecessary kak. and
He's
we call it
adjacent.
that.
He's adjacent to the argument. Really.
Jason- No, but
But on your point,
But
on your
now,
point.
on that point, bruh, as a father, dope dingus, you gotta make a come, bruh.
you gotta make it.
That's part of your job.
Kaki,
bruh.
is her orgasm gonna make a lighty?
No, but
But mine is. There's an evolutionary purpose.
your evolutionary purpose is that
father.
your evolutionary purpose is if you don't make a come, another
No,
motherfucker.
man, my orgasm, my orgasm has a purpose.
So you like,
Brings
okay, I'm
life.
in a bus. I'm not gonna let her bus. You like, don't give a fuck
No.
about her. You like, yeah, I'll win the
But
She's like, whoa,
all
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
saying
I need
is,
a remix here.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, a male orgasm has a purpose. A female orgasm is just for her pleasure. There's
you
fuck
don't-
all purpose to
You
it.
got a pleasure. That's your job, bro.
But pleasure is not a necessity.
You don't have
It
sex
is,
all the
it
time
is.
to have a
That's what I-
baby.
Pleasure is not a necessity.
Pleasure
on
in
a
a
man-
female is a
on
necessity. I'm sorry.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Where does pleasure fall on that?
Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna.
Underneath the Wi-Fi.
I am 100% against you. Pleasure in a female is a necessity. You have to do
I
that
have
shit.
to
bruh.
agree with him. I agree
Because
with
that's
him.
right. I will take to the dog.
He's not saying that. He's just saying it doesn't have a. Because in the evolutionary.
Thank you.
model, he's not saying what you say.
Do you know what evolutionary dinges it has?
Can
It's
you-
like
can I
if
add
you
fuel to
don't
this?
make a cum,
We need
you're
alcohol,
gonna
guys.
live a cock life, bruh.
But it's fine. My lighties are there because of my
Nah,
orgasm.
I don't want to live that. You don't want to live that
Guys,
life, my bro. You're gonna live a life
Don't
of
have
shame.
sex all the time to have a
Before
baby.
marriage.
Here we
Okay? So
But you
can-
gotta make a cum, like that seems very
He's not
important.
saying that you
No, I'm
can't
not
make a cum.
I'm saying you can't.
Why
As
is
part of your
I'm
own
saying
evolutionary,
that you don't
as
have
you
sex
do you wanna
all
live?
the time?
What the fuck with adjacent to that? He's adjacent to
You wanna live?
the point.
That boy don't make sense. That boy. I'm disregarding the point.
But he makes his own argument.
Speaker.
That has got nothing to do with what he's saying.
His point.
You
As like I'm
also-
saying, no? As like I'm saying, yo, my bro, Netflix is befok. Then I say, my bro,
Show Max his
what do you mean? Christmas is better than fucking Easter.
I stole the point. His point is simple. My point is simple. You
I
gotta
agree with both. I agree with both.
I agree with me.
The arguments are whack.
I agree with his point of view
Yeah.
in that argument, and I agree with his point in his argument.
That's well put. Thank you.
All,
I
all
totally
I'm
disagree.
saying is
I
we
totally disagree with you.
different
every-
arguments.
all of us are here are sitting here due to our father's orgasm, not due to our mother's orgasm. If it was due to our mother's orgasm, none like the whole fucking world will be dead.
I agree, but
No, but what I'm saying is,
I'm
like,
just saying,
how the world.
Christmas is
How you saying this?
But no,
The world is gonna be dead because she's gonna kill the world, bruh. The world is not gonna exist like. She's gonna kill that baby, like.
that line.
She's gonna eat that baby
Give us
against a
so
rock.
much stray with me. Christmas is bitter.
She's gonna eat that baby against a rock, bruh.
That was a fun discussion.
I'm glad that acne is nice, but Christmas is bitter.
I'm going to finish. But
Easter.
This is already coming with a Kanye mentality and he hasn't even talent him yet.
Guys, it's Father's Day on Sunday.
I've got
But
enough
Christmas
socks.
is bitter. Okay, but for real though, who is celebrating Father's Day?
I'm just saying.
that
For your
hitman
own
is-
evolutionary purposes.
Yes, we'll make us skit
Make the bitch come here.
on Father's Day. On Father's Day, yeah. But listen, what do you want for Father's Day?
Socks and Old Spice.
Jesus, fucking. I just want to be left alone.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting old, bruh. But pajamas, bruh.
Nothing wrong.
Oh,
I was
bruh. Pajamas is killing it now.
I was in Woolies on
I smaak bed
Saturday.
slippers,
I was in Woolies Saturday or Sunday over the weekend. We got Gino and his new lighty. What's his name? Great.
Wasn't
I
that
was very happy.
bruh
Omari.
dying? Or on these days, bitch?
Heavy flu, swine flu. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. But he
Swine
was
flu is
there
making
in
a comeback.
yeah, he was there in Woolies with his lighty, beautiful lighty. Anyway, I chatted there to him for a bitchy, and then I went, okay, I'm gonna go pay for my stuff. Do you know that you don't actually have to pay for your food at the food queue? You
No.
can pay for it by the clothes.
Can pay anyway.
Yeah.
I line into the clothes, but it's there by the
know how I
men's
feel
section.
about that.
There by the men's section, I'm checking they got some nice pajamas, my bro.
See the gay tramins there?
The what?
It's like rainbow stuff. People were
Yeah.
like, going just for it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, but I just went to the pajamas.
But did you see how he said that now?
The guy
Did you see the guy that
I felt the pajamas, bruh.
stuff was now.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it just shows you like June is supposed to be Father's Day month, but Pride month is taken the whole month now because it's Pride Parade, it's Pride this, it's Pride that.
So just
everything.
mix it, make a cake for
Like nobody even realized that nobody even realizes
that's
that
Father's
June.
Day.
No, June is not only is it Father's Day
What
in
is it?
June. June is men's mental health awareness month.
You talking cock.
For real, but no one gives a flying fuck about us.
I didn't even know
And,
that.
and it is reflected in what you get for Father's Day.
Is that for real?
Yes.
Wow, dude, that's.
We had,
So wait.
We had a system
Is
on
that,
a couple of weeks
is
ago
that,
to celebrate it.
is that internationally?
Yeah.
June is men's?
Men's mental health awareness month.
Yo, what a waste of
bruh.
time. What an absolute waste of time.
No, not just that, but I mean, like
Because
we've been,
nobody talks about it.
yeah, like we've been
But check it
bombarded
out,
with a lot of
apparently-
other things.
I know more about
besides-
rainbows and
Pride co-opted it, just like everything else. Like woke was co-opted. All that was co-opted.
I don't know. Guys,
And men is the highest suicide rate now, no?
I don't know.
Has recently
I think
taken over.
everybody deserves their own space and their own
It
thing.
was the sad thing. It was teenage girls before, and now it's recently become men.
Wait, what
so
stat is
it was
this?
a lot more sad.
What stat
I think
is
the suicide rate was first
globally.
something like but now obviously in different places it's different.
Yeah.
But before it was like strongly on the teenage girl side, and now it's leaning more to the adult men side.
That fucking TikTok.
Nah, you can't blame TikTok. eh?
I'll blame that fucking.
Nah,
It shifts, but it shifts, and it's different in different countries, and depends on where you are. But I mean, it's the global look at it is like where are this group of people at, like, and obviously COVID, whatever. There's like in time, like sections in time. Like say for instance, there's like what was that? And when people were anemic, not anemic, was it?
Epileptic,
No,
bulimic,
bulimic,
polio.
that thing. There was that bulimia and stuff like that, and that is also like a strong mental. There's a strong mental aspect to that,
It's
like,
like anorexia.
anorexia. There's a body dysmorphia, all those type of things. So these things happen and stuff like that. From time to time, it shifts, and now like I don't know, men seem to just like not talk about shit, so they keep all that shit bottled up, and then they
The world is a lot
And then
of
they let it out.
Yeah, that's the easiest way just not to escape
can
like
we
that.
can we agree? Like, I mean, we getting older. We growing. We're not as young as we used to be. Like, thinking about it now, it's like the stress and the role that you as a man has, man. It's like hectic, bruh. It like takes a toll on you mentally, physically, and sometimes I don't think people understand how much pressure is really on you as a man at like doing just your day to day.
Do you ever feel like you are painted with the same brush because of the evils that other men commit?
Yeah, yeah. I hear you on that one. It's like you hear that a lot. It's like what's it? Mino trash. That is sort of all men getting labeled with the same brush. Like
And the race also. The race comes into play where you
That's the extremest one, but I think you may be talking about other things also, like besides me, not trash. It's like just like what does that incorporate? Because what I think about when we painted with the same thing is violence towards women.
yeah.
I'm seen as a threat if I were walking
Down the
if I'm
street,
walking down
yeah.
the street and a woman is also walking down the street. She doesn't know me. She sees me. I'm a threat. You know what I
You're
mean?
blunt, man.
Even though it's like there's no intent on anything, but that's how it is.
I think like
You know what I
saying
mean?
that-
Have you
that's
thought of that?
crazy
Have you
just
ever
to think
thought that
that
you were
if-
threat?
Yeah.
I don't. If a woman's running, just
Yeah,
picture women
there's
that
always
run
that-
also, like they're going on
Yeah.
a run or something, no?
There's always that
And the fear
scare.
that they must have, like to be, you know, like running. it's
Scary
like,
for them to just
yeah, like
walk
I never
around.
thought about that.
Check yeah.
Like just seeing me is actually like, yo, making my heart
So
race and I'm worried, yeah.
is it fair to say that the difficulties of being a man, we have to carry those the difficulties of being men and have that stress and pressure because of the privileges we have as men?
Yeah,
I think,
because
yeah, that's
women
a-
also
yeah,
have like their
it's
own
a-
stresses. And
It's a
stuff like
double-edged sword.
Check
yeah.
you
It's
just
a
reminded me of an incident many moons ago. So we're walking, but it's like a flame and up on our way
What
to
do the
work.
people
whatever.
say on the?
So I'm walking and there's bra next to me and there's a chick in front of us, but she can hear us walk after behind us, right? So now he says, "My bro, have you ever like ordered the girl, man?" And I'm like,
What?
Why would you have this conversation with
Where
me
is
now?"
this?
And I'm like, "My bro, except what but I could sense that she heard the conversation and I flipped that whole conversation. My bro, if anybody must try that, my bro, I will move that person. And I could sense that she felt more relaxed, man, because I went overboard. Because it was a stupid conversation the bra had, like just because I don't know, that was just a effed up flipping. So I think, with that being said, males must. Actually, I have a video on my phone where this lady says about being spiked, drinks being spiked in clubs. There's a lounge, I'm not going to mention the name. And then she said, "Nah, girls, we must watch, we must be vigilant, man." But I'm saying males must be vigilant as well. If you see this chick is now right, it's now right, in the next moment she's gesyped. Like call somebody, like whatever, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we need to be, because we have privilege, dude. Every person in whatever has a scale of society has some form of privilege, and we need to use that privilege. You're right?
So we need to. So because of the privileges that we have as men, we need to accept the equal and opposite amount of stress that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Same.
I
I think they also like women have stress as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They do. I just brought it up because I mean, like, it's
but it's
men's
true
health,
what you're saying, yeah. Like
men's mental health month, and it's
So
Father's Day.
the
and
weird
just-
thing about it, like I was thinking about the point where you brought up was quite like how did our parents or the men before us? I think they also had like pressures of the world because of the way of the country that time, you know, the past state of the country, apartheid and all that type of things. So they had their own stresses and how they then in turn took that out on kids or wives or whatever and stuff like that. I'm just speaking in general now as a society and how this has changed over time, and how we are now changing the game, and the fact that we speak more about these type of things, so less of this is happening. So there is a slow change in society, and I think like talking about it and even just like pointing out the fact, hey, we like a man just saying like, yo, we have a problem, or we feel vulnerable. That alone is enough, like, because the counter of that is always like the woman shouting it down. It's like, nah, we had it worse. You know what I mean? Okay, we know you had things worse, but we're just saying that we're opening ourselves up to be vulnerable.
It comes down to struggle. You can't have comparative struggle.
Yeah.
Struggle is
Like
struggle.
just because you've had it bad as well doesn't mean I'm not having it bad.
Yeah.
At the same time, like sure, that's your struggle is your struggle, my bro. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing
You know what?
any better.
What's also a problem now, if something is wrong and you tend to overcorrect it, then you get the woke.
Oh.
Woke. I think woke was born with the overcorrection.
Overcorrection.
Like
Yeah,
in
we
the
spoke
80s
about the overcorrection.
You know what I'm saying? So in the 90s we had males, whatever, but it's part of the conversation, yes. So we had the male that was overly masculine and not masculine, overly misusing that privilege and that of strength or whatever.
Yeah.
But now with if you correct it too much, now you beginning to say that all masculinity is toxic. Now you become, because you're overcorrecting, now you have docile males, which is not good for society.
Yeah.
Because in a sense of, in a time of war, you're gonna go to the males. You're not gonna go to the females really. You're gonna get a few females that manara gebore is, but it's alright. But you get what I'm saying. But so don't. No, why can't you just take stuff serious, guys?
Why can't you use serious words?
But what I'm saying is, not all masculinity is toxic.
Yes.
You do need to have. Look, that's just how it's DNA, bro. Like you can't deny DNA, you can't deny testosterone, estrogen. You can't deny what those things create and what they do. That's just the bottom line. Some people have a sensitive approach to things because in their body something is happening that causes that to happen. And some people are more aggressive or whatever because it's in your body, but you need to find a way to channel it. And like you said,
I need to put a tackle on it. I get angry too much at
But,
simple things.
What
like
makes you angry?
Like simple like embarrassments. If I feel embarrassed
Give me
or
a
something like that.
specific example. What makes you angry?
I can't right now, but
Light is not doing homework. Come on. When I've made it abundantly clear what must be done, you don't listen. Make me just.
Nah,
I get just.
same.
look, obviously
I
the
can
kids,
either
the kids,
decide
the kids
to
make you
moralize
angry.
it, or I can but it's the same thing, bro. I get just for dirty dishes. Why must you wake, do stuff, and you just leave it? Makes me just. But how I control and how I react to that is onto me. Because what made someone abuse someone else? What? Society stuff that you decide to take in. Your boss abuse you, you don't make enough money, you behind on bills. Now you see toys laying in the living room and you go morality. You know what I mean? Like, so how we control those things, we take it for granted that like that those things that we, you know, like we create these controls and like, okay, yo, I understand this and you're mellow and you take it for granted and it's normal. It's supposed to be normal. Like you
But
self-manage.
bottling it up like that, like you're trying to
self-managing. Yeah, self-managing.
That's
and
almost bottling it.
but there is a degree of bottling. But what do you do then? Must you communicate to your partner?
I think you must just say it like now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yes, like that,
Like you're
but
saying it now. Oh, that fucking
It
pissed
makes
me off.
me
Like.
feel so much better to say that I can't stand it when in the fucking kitchen you're making stuff and you just leave it. My so it makes me but it makes me better to say it. Doesn't mean I hate you, like you less, love you less, or anything like that. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
But it's for me to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like I must communicate and talk about it and say, listen, can you do this? No, I can't. Okay, can we compromise on this? Yes, we can. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's supposed to be.
Your expression is causing more harm than, and you're not considering the other person's feeling.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But it's a conversation you're supposed to have. Because, like, what you said about bottling it up, that 100% happens, bro. And what happens? Animosity. You know what I mean? Resentment. And they're just carrying around this bad feeling. And that happens to me all the time because I don't like to talk about it all the time. But just talking about
Like-
it here, like it's a stupid thing. Like kids not doing homework, or
The
not
dishes,
their
yeah.
clothing, or like your partner doing something that's annoying, or at work it's frustrating. But you don't talk about it. It will eat you up.
Yeah.
It will 100%.
Because
eat
I
you
mean,
up.
look, as we're all sitting here, we're from that generation where you still got hiding. So if like
Yeah.
me, I know personally, if my father told me to do something,
motivated
he
by
only
fear.
he only needed to speak once. Go get in the bath. I'm in the bath. There's no,
I don't smile.
there's no, not now.
Why
Just
do I
now,
wanna cry in the bath?
Nothing. And if you cry, then what's the next sentence?
I'll give you something to
Something to
cry
cry
I
about.
say, right. Now, I'm in a position where I'm a father and I'm dealing with a 3-year-old son. And I tell him, Mateo, it's bath time. Go get in the bath. No, I don't want the bath. Now I must negotiate to the point where a threat actually comes just so that I can get him into the bath. And then afterwards, I must explain to him, okay, what you did made me feel this way. When you act like this, the reason why I told you to do and communicate the whole thing.
Is it
Whereas
is it-
previous in the past, it's just go get in the bath and that's
Is
it. You
it
did it because you were told to do
Is
so.
it exhausting?
It is so tiring, bruh.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it at the end of the day, but it is tiring. So these days when
I
you come
don't-
home,
I
like you
don't know the whole
say,
thing,
like you were
Stevie.
saying, you were saying, don't take the stress of your day out of your out on your lighties. But it's not only just about taking the stress of your day out on them. You
were raised a certain way.
Not only that, you start every day with a certain amount of energy.
Yeah.
And days are different. Some days take more energy out of you than others. So when you get home
don't
and you've
smack
had an extremely taxing day, you don't smack for
my
anything else.
procedure's
Just
a little
do
bit
what I
different.
say because I told you to do it.
That's right. And is that so? Is that super wrong?
That's not wrong.
That's just how I feel. It's just
My procedure is a little bit different to you. So mine is normally a front keep to the face. Right? Followed by a straight right. Then I tried to get the back for a rear naked choke. And then once I got the rear naked choke on, they either passing out or
In the
they
bath
running.
or-
Maybe I drag them to the bath with a rear naked choke
I
on.
think you need to stop watching Chump Empire.
No. I'd like to
So
come
by the
see. I'd
time-
like to come see you.
Yeah,
Just to
you
discuss
must try
front
that one.
kick.
Like
I want that front kick.
the front kick is
Yeah.
always the potent one because that gives you the distance to get them to the bathroom
I hear
from
you.
the lounge.
I'm loving this.
Deep
Yeah.
kick. Deep kick.
Deep kicks, front kick to the bathroom. Once they there,
I'm gonna
easy.
mix the two
1, 2.
parenting styles.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna negotiate. I'm gonna
So
say,
you
if
gotta
you
give
don't
the
get
first-
into the boss.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the front kick.
So and you gotta give the first straight right,
Yeah.
and then the hook to hook them into the bathroom. Right? Once they're in the bathroom, take the back and you're real like a choke. And then,
That
There
is
we go.
parenting 101, guys.
From the Conor McGregor School of Parenting.
But it's crazy that you say that because everybody's got like different triggers. Like for me, the dishes, it's not a trigger.
Makes me just.
It's something else maybe triggers me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, give an example. I want you to be specific. Give something that triggers you. What triggers you?
I think when I have to repeat myself,
Yeah.
No?
that's a trigger.
But that like a big one for you.
Yeah, because I'm repeating myself a lot.
And
Why am I
like, why
repeating
am I-
myself?
I've heard this number play
Kiki,
before.
why is guys getting irritated with like a work type of thing? Like not
No,
work, like
man, it's just
everyday
like-
chores,
no,
everyday
man, if I-
small things
if
like
I ask
it
you-
doesn't seem
if I
like it's
ask
like a
you to do-
bigger.
No, but it's like
No,
if I ask
it's-
you to do something, or if I remind you to do something, then it's like
I'm constantly
have
having
to remind.
Yeah.
To
Listen, remember,
remind.
even
Oh
when
my
you
God,
come-
that sounds like
and that-
an average day in my life. Like.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
become
but
so
people
but
are
like,
reminding
but like
me
what,
to do
but
shit.
like what Liam said is like certain days you've got different energies.
Yeah.
And it's on those days that you have that low energy. It's like, but
Now,
I
okay.
said this yesterday, but it's
Yo,
not
man,
being done.
every day, everybody's always reminding me to do everything.
Yeah, but you got ADHD or whatever that thing is where you don't listen.
But
you 100%.
But
have
like I
that.
said, everybody's trigger is different.
Yeah,
like for
everyone's
you,
is
it's not a trigger.
Yeah, because no, it's happening to me. The people is getting upset with me because
Yeah, you
gotta do
listen.
this. You
So
know what I
then
mean?
you a trigger for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might be
yeah.
just
I'm a trigger for everybody.
and not in that liquor way where I wanna give it.
Okay, so
Yeah, but then again,
Christmas
it's
is
also the
better.
reverse of that. Where certain things that your family does is a trigger to you.
Yeah.
And that's why communication is key and important.
Okay, other question. Now, how do you reverse that energy? Or like, how do you take that energy and turn it into something positive? Like, how do you go about that? Because, like, you know, we've got the challenge here, and I know what it is, but like, because sometimes I catch myself and I say, yo, I'm being a virus. And I want to just change this energy that I'm bringing.
You see now already right there the fact that you are able to identify it and you're like, okay, wait, I need to change this. That in itself is its evolution, because previously in previous generations the male role models in our lives brought that energy, but they were not
And they held
cognizant.
it.
They
Yeah.
held it because that is what they knew.
Yeah. Because I'm not holding, I don't, believe me, I do get that, oh, man,
Yeah.
I want to strain.
You hulk out.
But then I say, oh, I know I'm being I want to break this. And like, how do I,
Yeah.
how
So
do
you
I break it?
identify,
Yeah.
you identify it, and you like, okay, wait, I'm stepping away from the situation. So for me, when I get to that point where I'm like, my bro, I'm going to, right, then I'll step away, and I'll go quiet, and I'll work through it. I'll work through it by myself, and like, what is it about the situation that is triggering me? Then I must look back on my own life, on my own past traumas, my own resentments that I hold towards, like, what is it that he is doing that is triggering me? So I'm seeing him doing something like that, and it is reminding me of something that my brother did and got away with, whereas if I did the same thing, I didn't get away with it. So that's triggering to
That
me.
sounds so weird, no? But a lot of the time, what you're saying there, like, of past.
Yeah.
Like, I always think like that. Also, sometimes, like, it's weird, like, it brings back a memory of something. Like, I'm like, oh, it used to happen like that, and now I'm reacting to it like that.
Then I'll work through it. I was like, this is why I reacted this way. How could I have dealt with it better? Going forward, that's what I will do. And then once I get to a point where my energy has been restored, I've got enough energy to deal with the situation, then I'll say, okay, this is what happened yesterday. This is what I didn't like about it. This is what needs to happen. This is what I need to happen. What I need from you, and you can tell me what you need from me, and then we
And
move
move forward
forward from
again,
there.
yeah.
But it's all about, do I have the energy to deal with the situation?
Yeah.
That's why
I
say
don't have
this-
it. I don't do that with my
That's
kids. I don't
hectic,
have that
bruh.
energy, but I struggle.
But you do it in a different, like, that's easy.
How old are your kids?
I
by
try
the
to
way,
communicate, but they don't.
respectively.
So how
My
do you- but
son
that-
is 3 and my daughter's 1.
And yours?
4 years old.
4, and yours is obviously
7, 6, and 2.
That's what I was giving you
Nah, I
his
got
phone
no kids.
number.
Oh.
7, 6, 2.
Yes. No, but I'm asking that for a reason, because it gets better with age, man. Because
No, it
now,
doesn't.
And for my son is 14, 13. So,
Kind of teenager is he?
he's a relaxed, cool bra, redelijk cool bra. So he realizes why I'm doing certain things, man. So sometimes he's a bit takes his time. Then I will tell him, dude, unfortunately, dan sal ek hom scream. What are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You're not concentrating. Maybe he's busy with the pool, but the plug is out. But
Yeah.
he's doing this, cleaning the pool, but
Daar
he's
gaat
not-
niks aan
daar gaat
nie.
fokol aan nie.
Ja.
Then I tell him, dude, unfortunately, I will nou like miskien op dikpik. Nou sal ek hom sê, Keaton, the reason why I'm doing that is to prepare you for the world outside. As jy ouders net was, jy jou tyd kan gehad met alles.
Exactly.
Irrespective of what job you're going to do. Even if you work for yourself, which I would love to dream for doing that, to do that one day. You're still going to have jy moet jou vang uit jou nade trek en goue ding doen, man.
Yeah.
Because there's hurry up and wait moments, man.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
See, no, that's exactly
But
what
it gets better with time.
that's exactly what I try to communicate with my wife as well, because she's always saying, like, you are the way you are because you were raised the way you were, but you need to change that pattern now. So now I understand that, but I mean, also at the same time,
You
if you
fast
don't
forward.
have the energy, you don't do it, man. I'm also learning as I go along to change, to basically break generational curses moving forward. So it doesn't happen overnight, man.
But like with that, you have to do it in, like, some of the stuff that that our parents taught us. Some of that stuff is still like gold, bruh.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you have to now sift through
What's gold and what's cut?
what worked
In
and
the
what
fridge
didn't
doesn't
work.
work.
what works, and then you have to like, okay, cool, that works. So okay, now I must combine it with this, and then
So
this is.
it's safe to say this is a forever learning process. huh?
Yep. And it's fun.
Forever and
I
ever.
enjoy it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it, especially with
but
my
it's
son.
like- I know it's
He's
like
a
a-
lekker like that.
I think we hit
I'm
patches,
struggling, man. Bro. I'm struggling because I got 3 of them, and it's like, see, this personalities is like, yo.
No wonder you do so many podcasts. If
That's
you
a
did in
lot.
high school.
Nee, die podcast
I
steeds
got
op my been.
personalities. I got 3 totally different personalities, but I can try to teach them the value of certain things, and they are very. I must say, kids nowadays they're quite sharp, so they know about the podcasting and all that type of
Intuitive
thing.
and-
Yeah, my daughter asked me the other day, Daddy, do you think the government lies to us?
Yo,
I'm like,
I am the government.
That's the right.
I'm like,
That's the right question
she's
to
like,
the wrong
obviously.
person.
She's like, obviously. She walks away like, obviously they lied to
nee,
us.
come on.
She walks
Chicken.
away.
The
So I'm like,
government-
whoa,
just
wait
chicken.
you.
Think
My
about it.
7-year-old like coming up with that.
You know
like,
what I would like? I want her to interview you.
She'll do a good job.
Let her do
She will know.
one. I
She'll
think
do a good job.
Just even if you like have a 5-minute one, have her like prepare questions for you.
Yeah, she does.
And then interview. But do a lekker, have her set up lekker. I would think that would be cool.
Yeah,
That would be
we
chicken.
have some
Chicken.
interesting conversations.
You remind me now when my son was about 3 years old now, and he took the managers and he was playing, and he looked at the managers and he asked me, Daddy, who controls us?
Oh
That for me
wow.
was like,
Oh wow,
We
bruh.
the managers like,
And I was busy pulling the legs apart, nee, bro, and catching on the yellow second.
Would you like this? Like you
oh,
was covering nap.
this is
He's
the
too woke.
other thing that he used to do. One day he's actually button.
Controlling.
Die water gaat, so the dirty water goes down the drain, and he asked, who washes the dirty water? So it's things about the head, man. Like,
You need to stop putting mushrooms in your life, Nesquik, please.
Nice, Quail.
Man, is
that for me was like, okay,
Yo.
you were thinker.
But how did he go from those questions to not plugging in the pool, man?
Games, dude.
You know what it's called? It's called being human, bitch.
What he was
just
doing
kidding.
was as pointless as the woman's
I'm
orgasm.
just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Nah, but he
man.
was thinking about something else, obviously, something deep.
Something deep,
I didn't say that stuff to mine.
Nah, I love that, bro. That is a brilliant example of a human being, me, bro. You 1 minute you celestial, you're up here, you discover fire, me, bro. And then the next minute you burn yourself.
Then when you the celestial being, and then you pick up a bit of dirt, and you make this bra, and then you take this bra's rib, and then a bit of dirt, and then you make, and then the mensa, and then that 2 mensa made all the mensa, and then all that mensa that came
Don't
from
forget
you.
the flood. Don't forget the
Yeah,
flood.
all that mensa that came from you start
the
denying that you
evolution.
exist.
But Christmas is better.
And she won't even get an orgasm then. Okay, so I asked everyone what you guys have been watching. I just want to say,
Yeah, what you watching?
okay,
You
as
didn't
a
ask me. Okay, you can go.
we'll get to you
You watching? Listen me now.
as a comic that is I've really prided myself on being a storytelling comic. Like my set is about it's stories that will link into one another, and it's a story. It's not just punch. It's, you guys have seen my set. I flow. I tell the story. I build it. Everything. I have seen the 2 greatest storytelling stand-up comedy specials by the same person.
I'm very interested.
Alice Deek.
Oh, Alice.
The Domino Effect is the first one,
Okay.
and the second one is the Domino Effect. The Domino Effect Loss.
Okay.
Bruh.
Didn't he get cancelled?
Absolutely brilliant.
He
So
is
what
good.
happened was he was on Joe Rogan. So the Domino Effect the Domino Effect was supposed to be released on HBO.
Yeah.
Because Netflix didn't take up the option, so HBO picked it up. They were going to release it, and then he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he has very strong views about gay couples and gay couples and children.
Parenting, yeah.
Yeah, and parenting, and HBO didn't agree with it, and they dropped him. So he just released it independently. It's on YouTube. Guys, it is absolutely brilliant. This
Domino.
man is amazing.
Yeah, I've seen
Absolutely
a couple of his
amazing.
clips. I've seen a couple of his clips. Yeah, he's so
I
good.
Does
like
he look like, what's his name?
Ali Sadiq.
The black guy is.
Yeah.
Just check the.
You look like a fake Kevin Hart, like a weird Kevin Hart.
The ones that I've seen
Weird
is
Kevin Hart.
I think the one that I've seen of him, if it is
Just check on YouTube. There should be a trailer for the Domino Effect.
How do you spell his name? Because you know.
ALISIDD IQ. There's he.
Let me see if I know this motherfucker.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Nah, it is him. Yeah.
Just check
there it
if on
is.
YouTube if they have a trailer
seen
for the
some
Domino
stuff
Effect.
already.
So this is the first one, that one in blue there, the Domino Effect, and then there's another one that they released a couple of weeks after called the Domino Effect Loss, which is like part 2 of that. The most brilliant storytelling I've ever seen done comedically. Absolutely brilliant. This guy is amazing.
He was in jail or something.
Yeah, he was. He
Is
was
it?
for drug dealing.
I think he took
But I
such
think-
how do I do his jail jokes on what's the other thing? This is not happening.
Yeah, that's one Prison Riot.
There we go. That's what I watched of him.
Mexican got on boots.
Yeah, that's what I watched of him. This is not happening.
Yes, bruh. This man is amazing. He's so laid back. He sits.
Yes.
He sits on stage and he
I never
tells the
saw this
story.
though.
Go and watch it.
So this is the recommendation
Yeah,
you give me.
go and watch it.
Okay.
He's from Houston, Texas. He tells us the whole
I think
story.
the clips that I saw, he was like speaking to like people, the guys in jail.
Yeah, he went back to prison to go and perform there for the Mensa because
I
he
will
was
never go back to prison.
Yo,
But
it dropped
guys,
8 days ago,
strong,
and
yeah.
It's like 1.1 million views.
strong recommendation. Anyone that is interested in being a storytelling comic.
You say Alice Sadiq, Domino Effect, and Domino Effect Loss.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give that a
In
look.
8
That's
days,
nice.
in 8 days, 1.1 million views.
1.1 million views in 8
that's
days.
Bruh.
insane.
Don't be surprised by these numbers. These are rookie numbers, man. You must look at Bad Bunny and this other means. Yeah.
Yeah, but Bad Bunny is like
They only get that traction because he's with Kendall Jenner.
So I shared
That's
you
why.
a clip the other day. You asked me what's the context of the clip. So Joe Cole was talking about attention versus people making quality. And he's saying like people. people is-
I was puzzled with the context.
no, he's just saying that people is making like so like Bad Bunny, etc. Like people is making a lot of content or music or movies for attention rather than like just do the thing for like creating beautiful art and stuff like that. And it's just interesting how we look at that in across all platforms. What are you making it for? You're making it for attention, or are you making it for?
But he's on a major label,
He is, yeah.
so that you know.
But
what I'm
it's
saying?
just
So-
interesting the way that what he speaks. And
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
I know.
but if he speaks, the thing is that what I agree with him 100%. But where the conundrum comes in, and Emil spoke about this in the 90s already. You have artists speaking like independent artists, but they're on major labels. So that you're defeating the purpose actually because you're looking for the attention to be on a major label. You get what I'm trying to say. So there is
the
a
whole point is to get signed. Why?
in a sense
Because
of
otherwise,
why would you be
how's
on
your
a
music
label?
gonna get out?
Exactly, how's your music gonna get
doesn't-
out?
you want-
So it's a. I saw the clip and I didn't know the context really, but I agree with him. But to an extent, I do not agree with him.
I think maybe the point is quality over quantity. Like a lot of people make a lot of shit.
No,
And like hoping that
the attention, making it for the attention to grab people's like attention. So Bad Bunny is a good example of it. It's more of a like to shock and
Be
whatever.
provocative.
But again, I will say
It's not
I will say-
to create like good stuff.
I will say then why did he go on a major label then? Because the major label wants to sell you in any case. So you're gonna need that attention. You need some attention to make your money back from the
I don't think he's knocking the even the attention seekers like because they ask him further on in the interview like what do you think about Lil Pump and all of them. And he says like, nah, he understands them and stuff like that. But it's just like, what are you making it for me? I think that's
what is your purpose?
What is your purpose behind making it? It's rather than views or anything like that. So he said like he knows that some of them are making it like there is some like there's like a core of like emotion, but I don't know.
But I think it's for him to tour the world. And
there is artistry to that or something.
But for him to do that, he needs a major label to push him, and for the major label to push him, he needs to be upfront. He needs to have something that grabs the attention. And for him to tour, you're gonna need money to tour. So it's
a cycle.
It's a
very vicious cycle.
But my thing is this:
there is independent young bucks coming up.
I think Russ is independent.
Not that I like the music.
But again, I would say it depends on what is your core of what you're doing. What is your purpose of you doing? If you're going over and you forsaking your purpose for the likes, then you fucked. But if it's still in the realms of what you're doing to get that step up, then I would say go for it, because now you can't just lump and say, nah, I'm not doing this for attention.
Yeah, but it's
You get what
hard.
I'm saying?
But it's
'Cause you
hard
need-
to tell the difference also. Like you don't know when what is attention and what is your actual.
The
what
person
is your
itself-
authentic.
the person itself
content.
would
It's tough
tell you.
because like nowadays, maybe we live in a sick world because stuff can come out like this. So you need to produce constantly.
With
How
purpose.
do you produce constantly with purpose, good content? How? It's not possible. Like you can't. There's no way you producing all the time and making good. If you're talking about J. Cole, how many albums did he release?
What's it now? 3, 4 now?
How many has he got in total? Not a lot.
Yeah, he's
on
He
his
might
one
be on a- he
release,
might be on-
release on a label.
Released on a label?
I think it's five albums released on the
why is
label
that?
and mixtapes.
Because it might be a big label, but he'll decide what's gonna go on there. How long does it take him to produce those albums? Sometimes 4 years, 5 years. How long did it take Kendrick to produce a couple of the others?
Yeah.
The point is that is quality. And it's like, yes, you'll say, yeah, some people produce one after the other, whatever the case may be, but I don't know their situation, their style, or you know what I mean? Like maybe they've been preparing. Some people have stuff written for how many years already, and they release it slowly. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got me thinking now.
It's life.
Sideline Story, Born Sinner,
Yeah.
Forest Hills Drive, KOD,
And there's 2 of them.
and For Your Eyes Only, that's 5. And then I think there's a new one.
There's
that's
a new
coming,
one
6,
coming out. Yeah,
6 label release.
But I'm saying, you know what I mean? So like what you said about your purpose and like your why. What is your why? And then like there's no overnight success, my bro. You've been doing it for a long time, bruh. How many episodes how many shows have you done? How many podcasts have you done? Can you count them?
Yeah.
100 or so.
You see what he said there, 100 or so.
in the
You don't even
off-season.
know anymore. And that's when you start to know what you are. Because you know, I must grind, I must pump, I must go. If you can tell me, I made 15 tracks. But you're not there yet. You need to go make another 155 tracks.
Yeah.
in order for not for people to see you like
No,
that, but
but-
for you to gain the skill.
Yes,
but for you to maintain that skill also, no?
100%.
But because you can't drop, and the people around you need to be honest with you. Because if Joe Cole's like, nah, everything is quiet. Yes, man. He's on a level now, but he can't drop if he doesn't attend to the level that is created himself.
100%.
He needs to.
And-
It needs to be a mentality where you're not bettering for somebody else. You want to better yourself. So long as next year when you're at the same spot, you must be in a better position.
I think it's Kevin
you must-
Hart.
There's more value in that, no? There's more value in what you just said than creating attention. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's more value in honing a skill than like doing some shit for attention.
Yeah,
So
that's
I think it's a different conversation, but it's like
It's a line that's adjacent to it.
it's a line that's adjacent to it. But it's like what do you want, man? What do you want from what you're doing in
That's
any
a
aspect?
very, very good question.
What do you want from
it
what
depends
you're
what your
doing?
visuals,
What-
your vision
what do
is,
you- your vision.
and your goal is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to be good at the craft, or do you want attention, or do you want
Christmas.
Christmas or do you want New
Maybe I want to
Year?
be good at the craft and I want the attention. Fuck.
You can have both as well, or you can get good at the craft and then
But
get
you
the
might-
attention.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
Must earn it, man.
In my full-time job is podcasting. So in order for me to get on a level that I want, there needs to be some form of attention needs to be on there, and the right attention. So it needs it's if I'm gonna get like so like we have the podcast,
Political one.
no, so the I'm just talking about what how I value this thing or I see it. So we have the board, right? So the board, we have an agenda what we're gonna pull. Irrespective of the numbers, we're gonna still do that. So in order for you to get so this, I'll tell you, this is our agenda. So to make it more specific, so our agenda is to get young people more in the political world to create change, right? And we want to expose Cape culture from all walks of life to us. Cape
Politics.
Not just politics, anything, lifestyle,
culture.
Oh, okay.
Not just colored people, black people, white females as well. We love you. Everybody, gay people, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for you to just let's take one option of a political we want to be seen as a political platform. You need to create a level where somebody can Google you and say, "Hey, I'll come on this podcast. I can see there's work here. They had this one, that one, and this one." So you're building on your previous work, but you're moving up.
Yes.
You can't do this the whole time and go down. You know what I'm saying? Another question, another example of that is working with Cape Flat Stories. He's got like 370 Facebook, whatever. So I can now see how his mind works again. So he says, "Nah, dude, I'm not gonna." So I'm not gonna say it's not me, it's him. The level that he's on, he will say, "Dude, I don't think I must interview ward councillors anymore." Sorry for your tweets now. Because he wants to go over the big fish, man.
Yeah.
The ones that, because the ward councils change from DA to go every second month.
Doesn't find the value
but
there.
the heads of the making the policies for that political party, he wants to get them in and have that conversation. So I'm like, okay, now I get to know. So he's doing this. He wants to do that.
to climb, man.
So that is my when I see my vision for CCM and the platform. That's what I want to do. I want to do this the whole time, because I want to see somebody Google and say, no, I think I come, whether it's comedic, whether it's entertainment, whether it's politics, comics. That's what I want, an established brand where you can say, oh yeah,
You've done the work.
They-
Done the work, and
we've done the work. Everybody involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, that just reminds me, we've done the work. Like when I started Good Hope, the one when they spoke to me, whatever, and say, look, this is an established brand for how many years? 48 years, 50 years, whatever. Don't bring this brand into the people that I work. So because of the work that has been laid, you know what I'm saying, and it's a part of the culture and colored culture and whatever. So that is and as long as I have that in the frame, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's just. So I get what he's saying, but I also don't get what he's saying.
Okay. Well, that being said,
Wait,
thanks.
we never asked
What?
Andrew what he's been watching.
What you been
Other
watching?
than granny porn?
That's very specific. So I don't watch Netflix. I watch TikTok.
Oh God.
Okay, TikTok will fucking eat you alive, people.
Amen.
So this
Series on TikTok.
Nah.
So look at this, guys.
We don't have time to get into this now. What
Just-
kak you gonna show us?
There's a white mental.
Listen, if you're not watching
Come,
the
you spend
chicken
all your time
wars on
talking about the
TikTok,
dingus.
you are missing some epic shit. But don't worry, I'm about to get you caught up. So
Private law,
first,
like that.
this guy made this video,
Oh, I
Better
saw
watch
this.
out there,
Yeah.
pal.
This is so funny.
Me and my posse are on our way to kick some ass and take some names here.
which prompted a response from this guy,
Fucking pull up.
which then prompted a response from this guy.
Let's fucking go, boys.
which led to the great TikTok chicken war
Oh,
of
yes, it's official.
2023. But don't worry, I have gathered all the best ones together into one convenient, easy to watch video so you can get caught up on the chicken
And we
wars.
say thank you.
Roll the tape.
You better watch out there, pal. Me and my posse are on our way to kick some ass and take some names here. Fucking pull up. Let's fucking go, boys. You don't want this. You don't want it.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Out here getting the squad trained up and ready. You'll see in about 8 weeks.
Let's go. Oh, I didn't know we were bringing only small cars. My bad. Have a nice day.
Small talks.
There's only one guy going to win this chicken war. These girls are ready for battle. Trust me, man. I don't think you want to smoke.
Das ist Chicken Licken!
It's a KFC wet dream there, bro.
I've been watching TikTok. TikTok is alive with possibilities.
My bro, I will not get that time back. And this is why I will not
chickens, bro.
And
not spend time on the skies.
if-
It is bad.
If one of us
What
made that
value
response-
is that? This what value did it add to our
You
how many
It's
times
the
did you watch that
fucking
video?
chicken wars of fucking 2023, bitch.
Chicken was, you see Gandalf?
Did you fucking? Did you not see what I just saw now?
Shall not pass.
The Chinese the Chinese are gonna kill us. bro.
Ryan's problem
That's
is
it.
this. Ryan's problem is he
Chinese
has
gonna kill us.
absolutely he has no desire to be just entertained.
Are you not entertained?
He must be entertained with an education behind it.
I want you to fight
He must
me.
be. You want edutainment.
No, but that is fucking stupid, man.
You
That's
want
chicken
wars.
wars.
You want fight-utainment.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nah, but
That's my
I watched that thing.
It's
It
the
was
alien that
entertaining,
they found.
but I mean, it was. Nah,
You
man.
see that?
You see that?
That video of
I don't
just
know.
doing the tour on Twitter where they call the police and then
Yes,
All in the
yes. No,
police.
no, no. This is the best part of of TikTok, right? So that video came out, right? They
Yeah.
called the police and then the 911 and they
Yes.
saw the circle, right? So here's first. So people in the vicinity were asked to they said, hey, I must live in the area. Let me just check my Ring camera. You know that ringer,
yes,
that ringer thing. And this footage is actually from. Let me just play. From,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
From where?
From one of the ringers. I don't believe it, by the way. And fun fact, one of the guy took an aerial shot of where the supposed alien thing landed, and he said there's a ring, right? So we went Google a year back. The ring was still there. So he debunked it right there. But that's the fun part of fucking TikTok, people. It eats you alive.
Ryan don't want fun.
Okay, go on with this. I wanna see this is gonna.
No ways, I don't want to see
That
this
other
alien
bear. That was funny. That was funny. Bear. That was funny.
Which one?
Because I'm still thinking about bear.
Para business class.
That was funny.
So that's
That
what
was
I
funny.
TikTok.
So that I let him waste my time. I appreciate. You know what I mean? Because he made me laugh. Like it was funny.
I don't
This is CGI.
Why does an alien don't look like that? Where's his story?
Era aliens.
Nah, guys. I think we ran out of time for today. I think we ran out of time.
Wait, we still need to play the ads, guys.
What
We must
ad?
now. We must now.
What
Oh, we
ad?
gotta add.
Yes, we are officially
What are we sponsored by?
sponsored by.
It's not Kentucky, I don't want.
No, so we have to play this ad because they're keeping the lights. They're keeping the lights on.
It's cool.
Let's see this ad.
Hey, I'm Kyle, here to tell you about an amazing new product, the Jizzle. Now, I know what you're saying. Kyle, I already got a cum rag at home, but the Jizzle is not your ordinary cum rag. It's designed
Now,
using space-age
99
technology.
cents,
Materials
the
actually
Jizzle.
used on the space shuttle available to you to clean up your cum. Look at this mess over here. Boy, that's a lot of cum. Don't use this custodial sock like this. You're just pushing it around. See how it's just pushing the cum around? Now your sock's dirty? Who needs that? Check this out. You're gonna love it. The Jizzle. White, gone. Easy peasy. Look at this. See how that comes? Leaves on the carpet? No worries. Just simply lay the jizzle over it. Apply some pressure like that. Look at that. it soaks it up. It literally sucks the cum out of the carpet. Now that's something your mom's bathrobe isn't gonna do. Got cum on your arm? No problem. Check this out. White, cum's gone. You can go out to a fancy restaurant, not have to worry about it. But don't take my word for it. Listen to some of our satisfied customers.
That's great. I mean, I have 4 teenage sons at home. I couldn't live without it.
I have one for the car, one for the boat, and one at home.
For Jizzle, man, Nizzle.
That's sound. That sound.
Okay, you can do the outro.
God, but I need something else.
Okay, kids, stay on fucking TikTok. That's
Stay
your
on
number
TikTok.
one.
Number
My
one.
number
Stay
one
on
for you. I've
Facebook.
got some
Nobody's
style
on Facebook.
tips. If you want me to give you some style tips, always make your belt match your shoes. Never ever wear white shoes. You can wear white tackies,
After
but
Labor
never
Day.
white shoes. Never ever wear white
player.
shoes. Ever.
It's a player.
And keep it stylish. You know what I mean?
Get you a jizzle.
Yeah.
Yes. Support the
Fucking TikTok.
sponsor.
Stay off TikTok.
And
Stay
support
black.
the Jizzle.
Anything else?
I'll just concur with Nental over there. Like Christmas is. Christmas is better.
Christmas comes once a year, but
Christmas is better, bro.
make her come
I really
every day
have
of the
to.
week.
Check, I'm not doing nothing without a purpose. Babe,
I will front kick you to the face.
put your bitch ass in the bath.
That's my word of the day. Negotiate, front kick to the face.
Oh, shut up, I enjoyed this.
Okay, so my outro is, if you want to see the collective consciousness of society nowadays, your best bet is to be on TikTok.
No, thank you.
I'm not saying
go.
if you want
There we go.
if you want
Word.
if you want the collective idea of what the collective consciousness is about, where it's freedom. Okay, there's restrictions, whatever. You can't say.
Fucking hell. Let's get out of here, man.
Anyway,
Stay on
stay black
TikTok.
people.
Bye. We out.
Safe.